The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast show number 346. We record on March the 21st, 2021. And one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out today. I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief, Henley Merrill is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
Hey, good evening, afternoon, morning. How's it going, bud?
Howdy. I'm doing mighty fine. How you doing?
I'm doing great today.
Good. And while the Mayo is out there doing some drug deals, because I am not convinced Mayo is a drug lord from Ohio.
He's transporting up north?
He's now in Ohio dealing with some problems, if you know what I mean, Gunny. Dealing with some, what do you call those? Some rodents.
He's got rodents?
He might have a rodent problem, so he's dealing with that, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, extermination style type stuff. I get it.
Oh, so he'll be low key for this whole week, I think. You know, because I'm convinced Mayo's a drug lord. I mean, I'm just saying.
Say my name.
Exactly. He's a fucking Heisenberg of Ohio. Anyways, so he's out here, but we replaced him. We fucking replaced him real quick. Yeah. We replaced the Mayo with... I don't know what your gamer tag is, dude. What do you say your gamer tag?
Jay11220, but just Jay.
Okay. Jay11220 from somewhere in the East Coast, because I know he's 3 hours ahead of us, so he's somewhere over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tampa.
Oh,
down here in Florida.
Buccaneer country.
You a Florida guy?
Yeah. It's cold here today, though. It was like high of like 65.
Oh my god.
It's like tank top weather.
You can wear tank tops today, but it was chilly. I had jeans and a long sleeve shirt on. It was kind of cool today. Normally it's hot, but it was a nice change.
Got a Florida guy on here, Mayo.
Welcome, Jay. Welcome.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, that fucking Florida guy, Gunny. What the hell's going on to this?
Jay, I was talking with Jay earlier. He's actually Mayo's former neighbor. Right, Jay?
What?
I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I've been here a long time, but
what?
I know where Mayo lives. That part of the city. Yep. I'm from up there.
Wow.
Corn country guy.
In Ohio, is the Mayo known as the Mayo? Do the other drug lords call him the Mayo? I mean, it's just like...
What's his nickname?
It's been many years since I've been there. Like, I've been here since 92. So, yeah.
This was before... I think you were before Mayo's rise to drug lord.
All right.
I know. He's in the Beverly Hills part of Ohio.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah.
Escalators.
Oh, he definitely is.
Escalade and elevators.
He had me on like Google Maps the other day, right, Gunny, and like showing me like where his complex is, dude. His fucking complex is like next to like fucking like all the shopping centers, like the fucking like the mall is like around the corner from his house. Like literally,
it is.
You like take a left turn from the street he lives on, and you go straight, and the mall's right there. It's like, oh wow, nice.
The nicest mall in Columbus.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, he lives like right there, Gunny. He's pretty baller where he lives, dude.
Yeah, I would imagine it's like almost like when you see those billboards of like, remember like in Back to the Future, this is the future home, and everybody's wearing like a dress and everybody's smiling, right? All the roads are clean. Yeah.
That's where Mayo lives, in that billboard. That's where he lives.
That's what I picture in my mind.
Who the fuck has a car wash in their stupid complex? That blew my mind. I mean, it was bad enough he had like a fucking like taco trucks, and then he comes out with like, oh yeah, we have a car wash.
Jay, do you have any taco trucks in where you live?
No, I mean, not in my neighborhood.
Like that sit on your street? No, see?
No one does.
You should move back to Ohio, Jay.
Yeah, I know where he is. It is a nice part of town. It's really nice over there where he lives. He's moving on up.
There's no way, Jay, he can work at that warehouse.
Yeah.
And make that much.
Hey guys,
got to be pushing.
I work at a warehouse, if you know what I mean. I work.
So you think he is that drug lord on the side?
I work. I'm a humble man there, Gunny. I work at a warehouse.
Oh, okay. What'd you do? Win the lottery here? What's going on? Where'd you get that car?
I seen a picture of the pool he put up on Discord the other day. And I was like, wow, that is nice.
Has like 3 TV screens on the side and shit. Like, what the fuck?
It's like you see the music playing, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. What's going on? What is this, Ohio?
Anyways, Mayo is taking care of that rodent problem there, Gunny. You know, that's what he texted us. He's like, hey guys, I got a rodent problem I need taken care of. And we're like, hey, you're texting the wrong people, Mayo. And he's like, oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Got to keep your cover, Mayo. Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on now. Let's go on to show feedback. Do we have any feedback?
I did not see any feedback from this week.
Community failed us. Community, you failed us.
No, actually, they did it. I know when they listen to this, be like, Gunny, he put it on Discord and kind of late.
Well, there is a Discord. There's just like a link there. Like, you know, there's like a general chat room. There's just a feedback link. If you put anything in there after the date that we record the show, we'll go back, we'll see it, and we'll copy it, and we'll paste it into our notes, and we'll be able to read the feedbacks. Just as soon as you're listening to this, if you have any feedback, just go to the Discord, leave the show.
I think it's just because it's a new feature. Like, I even forgot, or else I would put someone there. But it being new.
Yeah. People forget, Gunny, okay?
Yeah. God. I should remind them. Or Mayo, or you.
I should. But I did. I just reminded them right now in the beginning of the show. And 5 hours later, when the show is over, they're probably going to forget. But it's okay. It's okay, Gunny. Anyways, you can follow us on Twitter _HorribleGamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. You can also leave us a review on Google Podcasts. I'm pretty sure you can leave us a heart on iHeartRadio, a thumbs up on Pandora Music, a thumbs up on Stitcher, Gunny. What else? All that good stuff. So just go ahead and leave us reviews. They help us in the ratings and the rankings and all that good stuff. It also shows the people that are interested in doing shit with us that people do listen to our podcast. We're not just like making shit up, you know, like, hey guys, we got people that listen to our show. Like, who? You guys got like 5 reviews. Who listens to your shit?
I think there's a way to leave one for Google. That's where I listen to you guys at, and I looked, and on Google Podcasts, I don't believe there's a way to leave a review.
Google Podcasts used to have reviews, or is it Google Music?
Didn't they have a rating or something?
Yeah, what happened to that?
I don't remember what it was.
Google was trash.
It's probably more like a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah. You need to find it, all right? You need to find it, Jay, okay?
I'm on it right now, and I'm looking, and I don't see any way to rate it.
I don't want no fucking excuses. I need some goddamn ratings over there.
Apple can do it, though.
Yeah, Apple. Yeah. Apple. Fuck yeah, America.
Give us those 5 stars.
Anyways, Gunny. Let's give a shout out to our friends over at Patreon at patreon.com. If I can log in here.
You got your list ready? No, he doesn't.
I don't. Right here, my list is ready now. Woo! Shout out to the Patreon machines like Michael the Leahy Sitch. Woo! Jason Sams, Robert Noble, Sean Patrick, Chad, Vader Holic, Henry M, Jesse Kraft, Pork Chop Poo, The Mayo, Robbie Wheat, Adam Sunday, John Jerome, Evan the Smallest D Tanaka, Jonathan D Big D's. Those are all big D's.
Happy birthday, Johnny Hall.
Happy birthday, Jonathan. Yeah.
Read that.
Bill still even the biggest D. Gardner the second. I think today Jonathan has to be the biggest D, right?
He is the biggest D. Is it today or was his birthday yesterday?
I don't know. His birthday was sometime this week.
Either way, you're a big D. Not the biggest.
Sorry, Bill.
No, Bill is.
Oh,
John.
oh.
I'm getting him confused.
Okay, I get him confused. Oh, okay. Anyways, shout out to all of you for supporting us on the Patreon machines. Yeah. And quick shout out to our friends over at Redbubble. If you want to buy some gear, head on over to Redbubble. Get yourself some HGP gear. Get yourself a shirt gunny, maybe some face mask, maybe some acrylic blocks or some socks or some phone cases or a notebook. You want a notebook gunny? You want a
Who writes things down? What, are you going to get a pencil next?
You need a notebook gunny? You want a diary gunny?
Shower curtain.
That's something I'd use.
Yeah, or a shower curtain gunny? You want a shower curtain?
That I need.
Yeah, there you go. So tell your wife the new house is going to have a HGP themed bathroom. And just buy like an acrylic block.
Towels and acrylic blocks everywhere.
Yeah, put an acrylic block in the sink next to where the soap goes. All right, then you buy some HGP towels and you hang them up in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
You get an HGP shower curtain, right? You put the shower curtain up. It's an HGP one. You get yourself some. What else? We got.
Oh, you know what I can put next to the toilet? HGP clock.
There you go. Boom. Now I was saying you need a clock in there with HGP somewhere. Put a clock in there.
How long have been sitting there?
You put the clock in there somewhere. You know. What else can we put in there? We got towels. We got clocks. You know. We got. I'm pretty sure we got like.
I don't know if I want to sleep there though.
I'm pretty sure we got like these like rugs or something that you can put on the ground. Maybe you figure something out. You know. Maybe put a nice like HGP bath rug.
Damn, all that stuff, I can just live there. Sounds good.
HGP themed bathroom.
Get me a laptop. Yeah.
And then in the door, like before you walk in, you could like post like a HGP poster, like a huge one. You know.
The wife's gonna love this.
Great theme, guys. You're like, what the fuck is the theme of your bathroom? Horrible games podcast.
As he takes off his HGP t-shirt.
There you go. When you shower, Gunny, you could take off your HGP t-shirt to shower.
So HGP towel, put that back on.
Anyways, get yourself some gear over at Redbubble and search for Horrible Gamers, and you can find our gear. Yeah, I know Evan's going to totally do that bathroom. He probably is like, fuck yeah. I'm doing that for my bathroom. Yeah.
Do it, E.T.
Do it, E.T. I would. Even if I live with my mom, I would still do it. Hey, Mom, check out this new bathroom theme I got going on in our house. What the fuck?
He's like, what happened to my pink little room? Where did it all go?
Look at these. You can redo your parents' bathroom. All right, if somebody does that, that'd be amazing, Gunny. Right? I need the pictures. The redo your parents' bathroom challenge.
And then I want to see a picture of your parents' reaction.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious. Anyways,
and everything. I went to Costco to get all that stuff.
Anyways, shout out to our friends, Father and Twitches for the intro song to the podcast. Our friends broke for free for the outro music to the podcast, and our friend Ricky Alfares for the intro and outro music to the podcast as well. Anyways, let's get this show started, Gunny. Okay.
Talk about
video
things.
games.
Video games. Yes, I played a lot of those. I was on vacation this week, so I had a little time to play a lot more video games.
Wow.
Vacation,
huh? Wow.
Yeah, it was more. I was telling Jay, it was more of a working vacation. Worked on the house for a few days, but yeah, I did tell the wife I'm taking a few days off just to play video games.
Wow.
How'd that go?
No, that went extremely well because I did so good on the house, right? I was a professional with that hammer and new drill.
What did you play?
Ooh, let's see. Well, so nothing new. But let's see here. I've got what did I want to talk about? Oh, Final Fantasy VII. So Fudge from last week, he had gifted me that game. It was the old school PC version, and that was from, gosh. So you figure I started playing the remake. Have you played that, Jay?
I played the demo when they offered the demo when it first came out for PlayStation. I played the demo for a little bit.
Yeah, and that was like literally like for me. I would say I've dabbled in Final Fantasy VII games. Played a little few here and there. The ones that were on Xbox 360, never got into them. Played whatever they had on PlayStation, the original. Gosh, it might have been Final Fantasy VII or 6 or whatever was on there at the time. So something that's not normally in my wheelhouse, but yeah, started playing the remake, and that is really good. I think there's a couple different ways to play that. So I'm sure Fudge or somebody will correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I definitely went with the real-time combat because I
Was you
think
playing the new
option.
version? Old version?
I think you can do real-time combat or the what is it where you take turns? What am I thinking of here?
Oh, was you playing the new PlayStation version that just came out, or the old version? I heard last week he was going to gift you the old version.
Yeah, so I did. So I did play both, right? And man, wow. So that is definitely, it brings back memories of like playing something like on, the old school PlayStation 1 style type stuff. And yeah, it's pretty much on par with like the remake as far as like how the story's playing out. And graphics wise, it's not terrible or whatever. They definitely, have these like blocky hands, and I mean, I would say that's the only thing really that kind of throwing me a little bit. But the story's there, and I do enjoy the story. I think that's kind of where it's at for me.
So you did play this on your PS4 and on PC?
Yeah, so I played the old school version on Steam because he had gifted me that version of it. I wish I could remap the controls. I don't know if there's a way you could do that because you're not using like WASD. You're literally using the arrow directional buttons.
Yeah, like old school PC games used to do, right?
It's old school, yeah, and then it'll say like, oh, so you want to, but they were easy to pick up. It was like, hey, so if you're doing an action, just hit cancel. And I'm like, okay, there's no freaking cancel button on my keyboard. I'm like, wait, C is for cancel. Okay, I get it. Like, it was almost self-explanatory. And I think it was
Gunny's like, how you use them computers? I don't know how to use these computer things.
I'm looking down on this thing and I'm like, wait, is there a cancel button? No. But it was and then there was a way to run, right? Which I'm like, holy crap, they actually had running back in 1994. And it was like literally like directional buttons and whatever the fuck it was, controller shift or Z or whatever. Yeah, it took a little getting used to, but it's not bad.
Nice.
Which one did you play more of, the new version or the older version?
Well, I only played maybe an hour of the original version. And I'm like 3 hours into the remake.
Nice.
And you got that PS Plus?
Yeah, the PS Plus game. Yeah, I'm already back at the base. I'm over at Tifa's place. Like she owns this bar, and you're kind of over there just kind of hanging out and chit chatting. And she got you a room, and not close by. And but moving on to the remake, it's kind of it's kind of cool. Like, so after I meet up with Tifa, and everything's kind of back, and you're trying to get your money for the job that you did, and it's like, she's kind of giving you the run around here, right? Just kind of BSing you a little bit about, because that's all that Cloud wants, right? Cloud is the former soldier who, joined this cause just for the money. He doesn't give a shit about Mako and factories and, any of that stuff. Like, so, and it's like Tifa's like just being this, like, she kind of knows him like through another friend, and she's like, yeah, check it out. I got you a room over here. Like, I already talked to the landlord, and and obviously she's got the hots for him, right? And he's like, what? You already told her about me, And she's like, oh no, like I knew it would be someone, right? That's that sort of setup. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. So then he keeps hearing noises from his neighbor, right? And it's like a little tiny little, like almost a hotel, very small apartment style setup. And then he's like, I'm going to go meet the neighbor, whatever. He's making noises. And he goes to meet the neighbor and like, damn near, like he's pulling out his sword to like chop his head off and shit. And of course, Tifa's running over there screaming, don't kill your neighbor. Like he's making noise. It's hilarious. Just that funny, Japanese style type stuff that I enjoy. It's great. It's fun. But yeah, I'll probably play. I don't know how I want to do this. Jay, do I want to play more of the kind of keep it equal? Do I want to finish the remake and then do the original?
I myself never played the original, and I've not played too many Final Fantasy games. So the new one, the remake, I played. What is that? The demo starts, I believe, is at the beginning of the game. It lets you play like part of the first mission.
It is. It is the very beginning. Yeah. Okay,
so I played through that where you fight a robot at the end, and then I put it down, and I have the PS Plus the whole game, and I haven't had a chance to start it yet. I've been playing some other things, so I couldn't tell you. But the remake looks extremely well.
It is. It looks great, and I know that periodically my son will come in the room. He goes, "Oh wow, that game looks really good." I'm like, "Yeah, it's an actual remake and looks amazing." And of course, it's on the OLED, it's HDR, and yeah. Of course, it's a Sony TV, so it's going to look better, of course. Yeah, looks damn good. So yeah, I'm kind of weird, right, guys? But I'm enjoying a Final Fantasy game, I know.
Yeah.
A lot of people enjoy the game.
Yeah. But other than that, I played today. I finally got a chance to fire up that Mafia Definitive Edition. Jesus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was like, fucking finally, I get to finally sit down and play it. And so I'm a couple hours in. Have you played all the way through this, Jesus? Or
which one?
So it's the first one.
Mafia 1 remake? No, I haven't played all the way through it. I played like... what mission have I done? I've done the
car race? Yeah,
I did the car race mission. That's how far. I think I got a little bit past that.
I'm just past the car race. And that was a ton of fun because it's kind of cool where I'll just kind of lead off from there, right? Because you basically sabotage the
European guy,
the opposing driver, right? Yeah. Like his car. Like you go to the freaking racetrack at night, and you get some mechanic to tinker with it, and it's kind of funny, right? Because it's like this. I mean, it's not a funny game, but you take that car down to the mechanic, but I'm like going 150 miles an hour and just flipping that thing over and smashing into cars, and of course it'll say, hey, you smash it too much, it'll just reload from checkpoint. So I did that. Then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go too crazy, but I'm going to go crazy enough. And I thought the driving was a lot of fun in this game.
Especially with that car, because that's like the fastest car in the game. You fucking haul ass in that shit, dude.
You do, and it definitely gives that great sense of speed and yeah, you're like, and you gotta love the horn in the regular cars. I don't want to try even describing it here.
It's like those old school little those little horns.
Aruga?
Like 19,
right?
Aruga, like something like that. Like those fucking horns from the 1930s or 20s.
Sounds like a dying cow.
Yeah.
Does it not? Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? I think the race car actually sounds a little bit different, but not any better.
Yeah.
But but I kept everything on normal, nothing in baby mode.
Mm-hmm.
I only died a few times early on in one of the missions where you go to that motel and
you try to collect the money or whatever, and then they're the other mafia is there or whatever, the other family is there, and they're like, oh, we're the ones controlling this now or something like that.
Yeah, it's the little You have a
shootout or whatever, and your buddy was it? No, it's not Tommy, right? Tommy is the main character. Who the fuck gets shot? Frankie or something?
Polly?
There's Polly, then there's Frankie, right? I think Polly is your best friend. Yeah, I think he gets the one that gets shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polly gets shot, right? He's sitting out by the gas pump. Yeah. And then you go rescue the other guy. Yeah. And so what I did was, because it almost forces you to go upstairs, and then I look through the different rooms. I'm like, oh, a shotgun. Nice. One shot, boom, they're dead.
Yeah.
I know that, whatever reviews and other people I've talked to, it's not the best shooting. I'm like, well, it's not the best driving either.
Yeah, it still kind of feels a little bit old school in the terms of and those mechanics and the shooting and the driving, but it's kind of adds to the charm, it's it's a remake, well, whatever, it's an old school game. It really is.
Yeah. It's a little blurry looking, and a lot of it looks washed out.
Are
Maybe
you
because I
playing?
have the HDR on the TV. That could be why.
Are you playing
Like, it's
this
not
on your
super washed out.
Xbox?
Yeah.
I know that on the PC it looks great. I've never had any of those issues with it being blurry. It could just be a hardware issue or something, that maybe it's just the way it's running.
Could be the Series S or what, I don't know.
What
No,
resolution is it at on the Series S? Is it 1080p, 1440, 4K?
I think it's oh, you know what? No, well, you figure I don't have a 1440 TV, so
But it could be outputting at 1440 and your TV is upscaling it to 4K or whatever the fuck.
yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. The story's it's all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a mafia story, dude.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed, maybe because I played all the way through Mafia 2,
Yeah.
like back when it came out on 360, and that was such a great story.
Yeah, Mafia 2 was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I
played some of that.
haven't played the Mafia games. There's a new one, remake, I guess, of one. I was gonna get it and try that one, but I haven't. There's some of them. I have PS Now also, so the Mafia games are on there. Just haven't got to them yet.
Yeah, they should all be there. So just, I would say, like, just make sure, like, to see what, I don't know if there could be, like, maybe for you, Jay, if you haven't played through any of them, like, they do make, like, almost a collection or whatever. Maybe it could be cheaper if you can get all three of them.
Yeah, they're free on PlayStation Now.
Yeah. So I would recommend doing that, because I know they're on sale again this week on Xbox, and then the last time I got it, whatever it was, like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, like, it was on sale then. I don't know what I paid, $15 or 20, or just for the one. And then there's different collections you can buy too, like even on PC, and I just recommend checking for it. See what's on sale.
Yeah, that game is pretty dope, though, man. I really like it.
Yeah, so far it's good. I'm gonna keep playing it. But the oh gosh, what was it? Dirt 5. So that right there, I definitely played a lot more on that game, and I'm just it's the fun that I find. I know I've probably said it last week, but the fun I keep finding is come in 9th place on a lap, right? And you only get 3 laps, so you have to do it like, man, it's almost impossible to try and do it on lap number 3. I mean, because you're gonna, I just tried it. I restart the checkpoint. Like, okay, if I can't do it in the first lap, I'll just restart it. And then after that, like, obviously you're gonna be, I want to be in first place. You know what I mean? To get my, place up on first, and it's stuff like that's fun. And I like the way they keep changing up the tracks. You're doing ice, you're doing rally, you're on gravel, right? I like that. It's just race to race, man.
You playing that on your Series S?
Yeah, and it's like the loading times obviously are like super quick, right? SSD, compared to, like, the older school Xboxes, but it just loads up really quick. And it's just like race to race. You definitely get a good fix, and as far as like the cars and stuff, I think there's some Audis, some Volkswagens, but the rest of them are, whatever, the no-name cars. And I haven't really even, only a few times have I, you don't get this like large variety, but it'll be like, okay, here's a race, here's the car that you get, and then here's a few other options, right? And they might be 10,000 or 15 or, $80,000 or whatever, but you accumulate money quick enough.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just playing normal mode. But I've never I've never really even lost a race just using the plain vanilla car that they give me. I guess as long as you're keeping it normal, and hey, this one's 270 horsepower, the other one might be 290, so it's not much of a huge difference. Damn, I'm trying to think now of like, the hell was it, like the racing that I did? I can't seem to figure out how to even stay on the track. It's the oval track with the big fins on the top. Somebody's probably yelling at me right now going, yeah. What the hell is it? let's see. Is it sprint cars? That's probably what they're called, right? Those freaking cars that have the big giant fins on the top. But man, I'm like,
oh yeah. I know those ugly ass
those are
ones.
sprint, right?
Yeah,
So
sprint
man,
car.
like I finally did one yesterday, which I thought I'd see a more variety of. But man, like if you just hold the trigger, the car's gonna like eventually just spin out and go to the left. So you got to keep letting off the gas. But yeah, like and then I love the way those cars just drift, just around the track. That was fun. Like once I get it down, I think I'll be able to get first place on those and complete the challenges. But man, I think I'm just going to go all the way through if this game just keeps the way it's going. I like it. It's just simple, It's simple. Get in, race, go, win, done. Nothing too crazy about it. Yeah, definitely enjoying the hell out of that game. The other one I played I fired it up yesterday was Dishonored Definitive. And yeah, because that's all, all on Game Pass now, all the ZeniMax Bethesda games. So I'm like, let me reinstall this game. I like this one the best, Jesus. I think I've always said it. I didn't care much for 2 or like even the DLC that came out for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the story stuff's there, but just some of the gameplay I didn't care for. I didn't like it. It just felt too puzzly. Where this one doesn't. It's not super crazy on it. Yeah, and that game definitely holds up really well, and just that arcane style, the graphics.
Number
really
two has one of the coolest levels I've ever played in a video game though before.
The door one or something?
Not the door one, the one where you go to that guy's mansion and he like has like all these levels that like change and shit. Like you have to find your way to him, and he's like in this room or whatever. But like to get through his mansion, you go into like a level and like you hit a lever and like the fucking floor collapses underneath you and like the walls move and shit and like the shit will start rotating and like next thing you know there's like you're in a new room and you're like what the fuck, and then next thing you know you beat all the enemies in that room and then you like hit the lever again and the staircase will pop out of the wall or something and you're like what the fuck. It's like some Inception type shit, like fucking staircases are coming out of the walls and you're like what the fuck, and it's a trip.
Isn't that how Control did a little bit of that? Or I don't know if they tried to recreate it or just kind of got their ideas from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? If you probably didn't play all the way through that, right? Control. But they do something somewhat similar, I think. Because I didn't play that Dishonored part that you're talking about. I've seen it on YouTube. But
it's really cool, man. I need to play Dishonored again. That game, I really, really like that series. That first game was one of those games that I picked up randomly when it first came out. I pre-ordered it at GameStop because that's back in the day, that's in 2011 when like that's when I used to go to GameStop a lot. So I fucking would go to GameStop and I would just kind of pre-order whatever was coming out. And I thought, that looks cool. Like I'll pre-order it. Fuck it. And that was one of those games that they kind of had a poster up or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck is Dishonored? But then I saw Bethesda was publishing it or whatever, or making it or whatever with Arcane Studios and shit, and I was like, I'll buy it, whatever. I'll check it out,
Yeah.
So, but it was really cool. That game was fucking cool as shit.
I have that. I never got into it. Never had a chance to play it yet.
Yeah, it's
I
really
have
cool.
such a backlog.
That world is fucking cool. That Dishonored world where like everyone's dying and sick or whatever from the plague. Is it because of the rats?
Everybody. Yeah. Ugh. And I guess Jay, as long as like, I've never actually finished an entire game before. I've played them like 50 times, but it's just some things like that, like where I'm like, fuck it, I just loved like the first 4 hours of it. It's so great, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should be ashamed of not finishing a game. That way you get more games in.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Isn't what this show's about, right? We don't have to actually finish things. But I think that depending on your outcome, the way, I don't know if they all work this way, but probably the first 2 in the series is depending on, I guess, how you play and who you kill and stuff, depends on how much sickness there is or how many rats there are or something like that in the game.
Is that Dishonored 2?
But I think both. I think.
Oh.
right? Jesus, isn't it? Don't they both kind of work in the same fashion?
What do you mean?
As far as like the decisions you make, depending on how bad the plague is, right? Or
That's
Or,
what the
I don't know,
game.
is the plague the former thing in the game that they refer to?
Yeah, it's just not really a decision-based thing. It's more like if you kill people, the worse the plague will get. And like
That's what it is, right? Because
the
I
less-
think there's options, Jay, where you come in and like
you could play the game. You could play the whole game without killing anyone.
Really?
Yeah, and you could play the game with killing everyone. Like you could literally kill everyone in the game, or you could kill no one in the game. It's up to you, really. But there's consequences. Like the more people you kill, the more the plague becomes like prominent. Like you see more sick people in the streets. But the less people you kill,
more rats.
the less rats and shit you'll see in the streets.
Sounds really good. I need to get into that and try that. I've been wanting to.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. What else is there? There's another mechanic. In the second game, you could switch off, and instead of playing as Corvo, which he has like certain powers from the first game or whatever, and in the second game, you can choose to play as Elizabeth, his daughter or whatever, and you can play as her, and she has pretty much the same story as he does, except that her playthrough is a little bit more like different because she has different powers. She has a lot more like stealth-based powers and shit, and she can sneak around more easily.
Yeah, and you'll really like those, Jay. Like the is it called flash or jump or teleport or whatever? Basically,
Blink.
what you're doing is you're teleporting. Blink, thank you.
Yeah.
And those are really cool. The blink things, like, hey, jump off a roof, but obviously you're gonna die because you're jumping off of like a 5-story roof. But blink right before you hit the ground, right? It's like it's kind of cool the way people do it, and it takes some skill, I think.
You could turn
Cool game mechanic.
Yeah.
You could turn into a rat and like go through like sewer pipes and shit to like get into like a room. It's
Man, you guys are just gonna cause me to play more.
it's really cool. And then they have
of like Deus Ex and a little BioShock. I don't know. Just there's a few.
and then the world is very like it's like a Victorian setting, but like how would you call that, Gunny?
Water. What am I thinking of? Watercoloring, style
Yeah,
type.
very dark, gloomy.
Yeah.
Everything's gray. Everything's like a watercolor. It's like a watercolor painting almost. That's kind of the
Is that what it's
graphics.
called? Watercolor paintings? Yeah.
Kind of, it's almost
And
like
there's
that. Right?
actually watercolor paintings on the walls in the houses and stuff. So
Looking at some screenshots of it now, it looks really good.
It is a lot of fun. Like I said, and I hear the remaster one's really good. I need to play that on PC because it's on Game Pass, and I've been looking to play that, dude.
no wonder it looks so damn good. Yeah, because and I think they added some frames to it too as well.
Some frames.
Frame upgrade.
Mayo will be happy to hear about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the other thing I played was on I played it on either console. I can never remember what I played on console or Xbox Game Pass PC. But I think I did it on the PC, and that was Skyrim. Holy crap, I haven't fired that game up in like forever. I don't even think I own it on Steam. I've just something I always had on the 360. Put my 90 hours in and was done with it. But so the first thing I did, Jesus, was got in there, went to activate mods, and the only thing I added was just the cheat room, right? Because I need my baby mode. And
Is that room that has like all the shit in the game?
yeah, so they're all like in these little chests, and you can like, grab what you want.
Grab like the most powerful fucking sword and fucking bow and all the perks you can fucking have. You just grab them all. Just
The
drink your
dragon
potions.
bone armor, whatever the hell I put on. And no, I didn't grab. I don't think I grabbed like the super best of everything. I'm not that kind of cheap, man. I did grab like a fucking dragonborn sword and the Draka, whatever the hell it was called. It's a badass sword. And the other, like, I did a few other little tweaks with the mods, like, and I didn't go too crazy. Was like how enemies like fall over or when they die they don't spin in place. Just little simple things. Other than that, I kept the game pretty much. But everybody's just dying with one whack, right?
Like walking up to a giant,
across,
just hitting the
and
giant and killing him like one hit. Like, you're dead, motherfucker.
I can't wait till like I want to do like something like a Super Fusro or something, like just see everybody fly so I can enjoy it. Yeah, but so I'm not going super invincible. Yeah, I don't know. I figure I'll probably just mess around with that a little bit and see how it goes. But I'm not flying around the world going invisible.
I remember. I remember that.
I think
game.
I just chose like a human dude, or no, I did not. I chose a fucking the guy with the teeth, man.
Guy with the teeth.
The hell is he? He's shit. Not a noble person or whatever, but the yeah. Anyway, elf. Did I choose elf? That's what I chose. Yeah.
Fuck the elf people, fucking pricks.
He's an elf. Looks like he's got like an underbite on the bottom, and looks like he's got a tough jaw. Can't kill me, man.
I remember when I first played Skyrim a long time ago. I ran around for like an hour or two, like just punching everything I saw in the woods, like all the rabbits, all the fucking deer, all the bears. I would just punch everything, and I had like my my punching power or whatever was like maxed out, dude. Because I would just punch everything, so I could just beat the shit out of everyone, dude. In the game, it was hilarious.
You just went to Whiterun and just like everybody was like, "Hello and welcome." Boom. Like, boom.
Let's fight, motherfuckers.
Everybody's after you, right? Oh, that would be a good mod. That would be a good mod because you ever done this, Jesus? One of like some of the best memories are like from either glitches or like I guess I can call them little hiccups in a game where like I might spawn out of the cave with my followers and then somehow the game thinks that I punched her in the face, right? That I hit her accidentally meleeed her with my sword or something, right? And then she just starts whacking on me, right? Starts beating me with a club, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm your friend, but then you got to run away, wait for it to cool down.
I had like the biggest bounty once I beat the game, right? I was like just fucking around the world, and I remember I went to that city. I think it was Marquez or something like that, where it's kind of everything's kind of like gold plated or whatever, and they had those waterfalls. It looked fucking nice.
That is a nice place.
But I went there, and I don't know what I did. I was doing some mission, some like side quest, and pretty much what happened was I ended up beating somebody or something in front of a guard, and then I killed the guard. But then somebody else noticed that I killed the guard, so then my bounty went up. And then I killed that person, so then my bounty went up for killing that person. And then my bounty went up for killing the other people that showed up for that. So I literally killed like 50 people. And then I just ran out of the city, and I could never go back to that city. Because literally every time I would go back to that town, I would have like a fucking 50 or like it was like 100,000 coin bounty or something on me. I was like, I'm never paying that. I'm just going to not go there.
Off limits.
Yeah.
It's never gonna go there.
It's not like Red Dead. You can just put the the mask on or whatever, right? Like maybe they won't notice me.
But yeah, I wish they had like a thing like in Red Dead, where like in Red Dead, if you got like a huge bounty on you and you were camping in that area or whatever, sometimes the bounty hunters would show up randomly, and try to get you early in the morning, Gunny.
I think. Remember. Right when the game first came out, we were all playing it. I think it was a little broken. And what I mean is, whatever. I just had like the $10 bounty on me, and it was in the town next to your first camp, and it didn't matter, Jesus, where the fuck I went. Well, in that area, right? I could like ride a mile and a half down the road, and they're still. I mean, of course, they're going to be coming after you, right? Like almost like an Assassin's Creed style type game, right? It's like, I know you're around here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. But eventually, if you sit still, right, they'll come to that bush. But yeah, like they were just too aggressive. I'm sure they fixed it after that. But that was one thing that really pissed me off about Red Dead Redemption 2. I was like, come on, man, it's $10 damn, and you send like 6 dudes after me.
Just pay it.
That's
pay it.
You just went down to the what? Was it the post office or the telegram?
Yep.
Or, yeah.
That was a lot of money back then, Gunny.
$10, yeah, it was like $1,000 back
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Of course you're going to send like 7 guys after you.
Yeah, 7 guys are paying them all a nickel piece.
Yeah. To get the one guy that's worth $10.
Right.
But it's so worth the headache to pay it and not have them guys chasing you.
You know,
Oh, yeah. Because that shit gets annoying. You'll be like in the woods trying to hunt.
I was having fun at first, and then I was like, this is too... Yeah, I can't even sit still for a minute.
You go to the woods and try to hunt a fucking bear. Next thing you know, you're like bounty hunters around there. What the fuck, dude? God damn it.
Yep.
You know?
Like, what are they using? Satellite to locate my precise location? What's going on?
Oh, man.
But other than that, guys, I you know what I did, Jesus? I bought Minecraft.
Oh.
I
Again?
finally broke down. Well, periodically, me and my son.
How many times have you bought this fucking game? You buy it like every other month.
I know. You can buy Minecraft on everything, right? Even if I want it on my refrigerator, my new Maytag washing machine. It's got a screen on it. No, but I finally bought the Java edition. This was now I've played it on little hacked accounts that my son has played. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll play with you, but I'm not playing any kind of versus mode or anything, competitive crap. Like I'll do creative, I'll do like hardcore survival, because that's my jam right there. These little mod packs that you can download on the Java, which is RL Craft, and I mean, there's just a million things that kind of change the game up, and different creatures and monsters and biomes and things like that. But every time I get this right, and my kid will lose interest, I end up just putting it in creative mode, and I just have a fucking blast with it. Making houses and caves and yeah. God, I can just get lost in that game. It's almost like my.
What are you building, Gunny? What is Gunny building in Minecraft?
His vacation.
I know. Maybe that's what it is, Jay. I've been doing the house thing in real life, and like nope. That floor needs to be granite. That's what that needs, right? Yeah, needs a granite floor in my Minecraft house.
That's a game that I cannot, no matter how many times I put it in and sit and play it, I just can't get into it. I've tried to force myself to play it for a couple hours at a time with my son because he loves it, and I just can't get into it.
Yeah.
It's not that game for me.
I bought it day one on the 360 for me and the kid, and because we knew the exact day that it was going to release, and so they didn't have creative mode at the time. It was all regular survival. Yeah. But no, whatever. I'll get in and make a nice little house, or there's if I have more time, I do have saves literally on the Xbox One that are from my Xbox 360 that that kind of transfer over, and you can do backup copies and stuff. And yeah, it's just my creative mind that gets in and relaxes and
watch my son play it, and he's extremely good at it and builds a lot of stuff. So I'd rather watch it than play it.
Yeah, there's games that do that with too. So.
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. That's what I played this week.
Nice. What about you, Jay?
Well, I don't have a PC, so I pretty much stick to the PlayStation. I have the PS5. Lately, I went back.
Are you a PlayStation fanboy?
I am a PlayStation fanboy. That's the only console I have.
Oh my god.
Sony.
It is what it is, I guess. I love the PlayStation. My games are the single player, third person, story narrative. Those are the games that I get into. The longer, the better. I'm going back to Days Gone right now.
Oh, nice. I need Is that enhanced for the PS5?
Yes. Yes, they gave it a patch 4K 60.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I got to fire that up. It's still installed on my PS4. Wait, did I get that upgrade too, or do I have to have the PlayStation 5?
It's on the PlayStation 5.
Darn it.
Oh, Gunny, no!
What, Jesus? We need to get PS5s.
Yeah, okay. Anyways.
Yeah, Days Gone, it's dynamic 4K at 60 frames, but it looks so good. It's so smooth. Way better than the first time I played through it.
Oh, dude, I remember the first time I ever played that game. Remember, Gunny, I talked so much shit about it with the fucking stupid invisible rocks and that fucking car that wouldn't pop up.
Yeah, there was bugs in the beginning.
Yeah, remember that car you had to push out of the way in the beginning? Like, it's like the very first thing you have to do is like push this car out of the way, but my character couldn't. There was no fucking car there. No, it was like on the road, and it's like a Jeep or like a military Hummer or something, and you had to push it out of the way. But like the first time I launched it, the car wasn't there. There was nothing there, but I would try to drive, and they're like, the tutorial wouldn't let me go past it. It's like, no, you have to push this car out of the way, and I'm like, there's no fucking car in the goddamn way. I was so mad, dude. I was so fucking mad. I was like, this piece of shit. I'm like, who the fuck made this game?
Maybe I played it after they gave it a first patch or something because I didn't have that issue. I probably played it after it was out, probably like 3 months, 3 months.
And then I was driving up this hill, and like there was like invisible rocks everywhere, and I was crashing into them. It was like fucking boulders. I would just as you were driving, they would pop up after you crashed into them. So you would crash into them, your guy would go flying or whatever, and then the fucking rock would pop up, and it's like, oh,
then it would appear.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, now they've done quite a few patches on it, and now with the enhancement, it's not an actual PS5 upgrade, but it's the enhancement version, dynamic 4K at 60, and it's so smooth, it looks so good. I'm at the part right now where we went back to the camp where Boozer's sick. The Rippers burned his arm, and he's got blood poisoning, and you have to sneak into the camp to try and steal antibiotics, and they catch you. And
that game is very long, dude. It is like so long. Like, I've been playing that game for like 2 or 3 years now, and I still haven't beat it. Like, it is long. It is long. I mean, obviously I don't play like every week or whatever, but there's like moments. There's like okay, so like I'll play like say I go back to it this week, I'll play like maybe twice this week for like 2 or 3 hours each time. But I've been doing that for like 2 years now.
Yeah, you'll never. It's probably 60-hour game.
And I'm like, and it's fucking long, dude. It's like I've done so much. I feel like I've done so much shit in that fucking game, and the map is still like not even all highlighted yet. Like,
really?
Like I've been across like I've been to like. I have like all these different caps unlocked, and like there's all these different people I'm doing jobs for. There's that slave lady that owns all the slave workers in the north. Yeah, and there's her. There's that old lady. She's a bitch. And there's this other dude in the south that's like in this fucking treehouse. Then there's other people over here. But like there's all these fucking like people in the game, and there's even like a new type of enemy that showed up. Some like other biker gang or some shit. There's all these people, right? But like the game seems like it's never gonna end. I'm like, dude, like I'm never gonna find this dude's wife. It's never gonna fucking end. This is never
so
gonna...
you never did find her?
I haven't found her yet. I'm still like...
Well, there's a whole nother section that opens up when you ride across the mountain. A whole nother section opens up. And and then it gets even better.
What?
I don't want to spoil it for you. But
like I'm to the point. I'm to the point where there's like huge, massive hordes of zombies. Like I'm talking like thousands of zombies. Like I went into like this cave. Like this guy wanted me to go into like this cave to like track the zombies. So we went to the cave, and like 1,000 zombies came out of the cave or something. It's like oh they're getting smart or something. Something about the zombies getting like more like group mentality. Like they get smarter if they're like together, so they stick together. Horde. And then, like, I had a horde chase me for like 2 miles. All right, so, like, I went and grabbed this horde, right? And, like, my motorcycle ran out of juice. Like, it ran out of, it ran out of fucking fuel. So, like, I legit jumped off of my motorcycle, and I started shooting at these zombies. And I'm like, okay, fuck, I don't have enough guns or, like, enough ammo to shoot all these zombies. I don't have enough grenades to, like, blow them up. So I was like, okay, what can I do? So I legit opened up my map. I tagged the nearest base that was near me, and I just ran to the base. I just fucking like I had like 1,000 zombies chasing me, and I was just fucking running as fast as I could to the base. And then I had a fucking bear attack me, and like as soon as I ran to the base, the zombies were chasing me, and they all got shot up by the people in like the tower or whatever. Like they're fucking sniping them or whatever, and they killed a bunch of them. But the horde didn't follow me into the base. Like I was hoping that they would like follow me into the base.
you haven't done an actual horde mission where you have to kill the whole horde. Have you not killed an entire horde? Because there's multiple spots in the game where you have to kill an entire horde by yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, because I have killed
not
one
easy.
of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have killed. Like, there's like, it's called like Kill the Infestation or something like that, or...
No, there's infestations, and then there's those actual hordes where there's like 500 zombies running at you, and you have to kill them to move on to progress in the story. There's probably like 3 good-sized large hordes that you have to kill before the part I'm telling you that opens up, before he goes and finds any more information out about his wife or whatever. And it gets a lot better. The game is pretty long. I'd say 60 hour long game. Yeah, wow. It's a pretty long game. And them hordes, like I got stuck on one. I didn't completely finish it. I was probably 95% through the game. And then I just put it down because something else came up. And then since I had the PS5, since they got the patch, I went back to it, and I was going to just pick up my game. And I said, you know what? It's been so long since I played, I'm just going to restart the game. So I'm probably about halfway through it again. And it's so much better the second time on PS5 with the frame boost and the graphics. I thought the graphics were great the first time around on PlayStation 4 Pro. Yeah. But they're way better now. It's amazing what this new hardware is doing.
Nice.
I actually love it. So, and then Ghost of Tsushima. I went back to that and played some of that because it got a frame boost. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. I just now finished that this past week.
Oh, that's another good-looking game.
Oh, it's great on the PS5. I love it. It'll do 120 if you got a TV that'll do it, but I don't find it's 4K 60 TV. So I would like to get another. I know Mayo's got the. You got the CX? Somebody else got the CX TV too?
Mayo did, yeah.
Yeah, I know Mayo has it. I'd like to get one of those just so I can get 120 frames. Other than that, Spider-Man Remastered 2018. I went back to that since it got a 4K 60 with ray tracing while you're in the 60 frames. Nice. It got a patch too. So I went back and finished that. That's about what I've been playing lately.
Nice.
Hey, Jay, that picture you sent me with the PlayStation 5 with the PS5, what would you call that? Like a wrap or decals on there?
My skin, my Spider-Man Miles Morales skin, yeah.
Yeah. So did you buy it how did that come?
They come vinyl decals, sticker decals, and you put them on. They're not easy to put on. Like, you really got to take your time or else they won't be centered. But you can peel them back off if you're careful about it and not stretch the material. But they're not too bad to put on.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like the second one I put on. I had another one on there that I didn't like, and I took it off and put that one on. We'll let that one stay on for a little while, and then I'll do something else to it. They're cheap enough you can switch it up.
Nice. I wasn't sure if you were like buying complete panels or just putting on the vinyl.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, your vinyl stickers.
Nice.
Well, speaking of PS5, if that's all you played, I don't know what else you played.
The Mortals Phoenix Rising 2 also. I was playing that a little bit earlier in the week. That game is great on the PS5 too. Other than that, that's it.
Wow. Speaking of all this PS5 talk, Gunny. I did a thing this week, Gunny.
Buy a Switch. No, you already got a Switch.
I got a PS5. Woo!
What? Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, I seen you online.
I know. Yeah, you're like the first person that messaged me.
You popped up. You're a friend on PlayStation, so it popped up and says, Jesus is online. I said, well, let's see what Jesus is playing. And then it puts a little PS5 symbol next to your name. And I was like, what?
Oh, really? I didn't know it did that. That's pretty cool. So it tells you like who your friends have a PS5 and who doesn't.
Yeah, oh, it puts a little PS5. It looks exactly like the PS5 right next to your name.
Oh, wow. So yeah, I ended up buying one, Gunny. You know what? Okay, let me tell you something, Gunny. The other day, right?
How did you get this?
When was it? Was it Wednesday or Thursday or Friday? I don't remember what day it was. Thursday, maybe?
I think it was Thursday.
Rumor had it Amazon was going to drop like 50,000 consoles. Well, Jesus was up at 5:30 in the morning. Right. I'm waiting for Amazon. While I'm waiting for Amazon, I go to like 3 different Fred Meyer stores to check if they have any in stock. They're like, no, we didn't get any today. Okay. So that sucks. So I'm waiting for Amazon. Amazon doesn't drop. Then they're like, okay, it's going to drop at 7 a.m. Okay, I'm waiting for 7. Nothing happens. It's going to drop at 8 a.m. I'm waiting for 8 a.m. Nothing happens. All right, finally they get confirmation. Walmart said they're going to drop some consoles at what was it? Like 3 p.m. Eastern time, so 12 our time, right? 11:55. I got like 2 monitors up, 2 screens. I got fucking, my phone is ready. I'm logged in. I got my payment information saved, Gunny. There's a trick they say to do when you're doing this on Walmart. They say to have the app open on your phone or your tablet and to add to cart on your app, but check out on your PC. So you know what I mean? So like,
yeah.
So like you add it to the cart on your app and then just click the cart on your window on your browser and then it'll take you to the cart and you just click buy now or whatever and you just fucking like, you know, like.
Man, you were locked,
okay.
and ready.
So I studied, right? I studied this shit. Motherfucker, I studied my shit.
Not easy.
All right? I did this, right? So I had the PS4 in my fucking cart first time around, okay? And the first time they said, okay, if you got the PS4 in your cart, don't refresh the page, leave it in your cart, and the next, like, you know how they do it, like, every 10 minutes they're dropping new consoles? The next time it hits the 10-minute mark, so at 3:10 or whatever, just hit buy. You know, just hit checkout, and it'll take you to checkout, and that console will still be in your cart, and you'll just check out. Well, what does Walmart do to me? Cocksucking fucking Walmart. I go to check out, right? I click checkout just like I watch the YouTube videos. I watched all the YouTube videos on this shit. I click checkout. Sorry, this console has been removed from your cart. Please try adding it again to your cart. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't hit back or nothing. I just legit hit checkout. And it was like, nope, it's been removed from your cart. Sorry. So, I add another one to my cart.
You actually was able to get it into your cart?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
There's a victory. Well, there's part.
You got further than Mayo did and other people I know.
I got it in my fucking cart twice.
Wow.
Okay, I wait for the next 10 minutes to check out. I go to check out. Please confirm your shipping address.
Oh, man.
Please,
right at the finish line.
Please confirm your shipping address, Gunny. I click on the shipping address that I need. I confirm it. And sold out. Sorry, this item is now sold out. Literally not
You're
even...
at the finish line. Your car's upside down. It's on fire. You're trying to reach out to the finish line.
Jeez.
And Walmart's like, fuck you.
Yeah, like Walmart flies by me or something, like flipping me off as they drive by.
Backwards.
Flipping me off as they're driving backwards. Oh my god, dude.
Damn.
After this, I sat there for the next 3 hours. Because this went on for like 3 hours.
Was that Wednesday? It might have been.
Yeah, like every 10 minutes they'll say, oh, we're doing it again in 10 minutes. Again in 10 minutes.
For 3 hours, I sat there trying to buy a console. 3 fucking hours, man.
Soil yourself.
And finally, Gunny, I said, you know what? I got the money. I'm just going to buy it from a fucking...
You got your stimmy in hand. It's ready.
I'm just going to buy it from a fucking scalper. I do not care anymore. I do not care. I'm throwing in the towel on this bullshit. I'm not fucking waiting.
Jesus, so what? You got one. That's all that matters. My nephew did the same thing with the Series S this past week. I told Gunny, whatever it takes. It's getting to be that way. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, legit, dude, I'm not going to wait another month or another whatever. Like, I've been waiting for the last 3 months to play this shit. Like,
good for you.
I'm done waiting. Like, fuck this. So I was like, you know what?
What did I put in chat? I said 6 months to a year, and I might actually be right on that.
You actually might.
Normally naturally 6 months to a year, right?
Yeah, maybe. You
Naturally,
don't know.
I go, no, they have them in stock. Let me click buy.
Because they say, they have them in stock now, but dude, I don't see any stores having them in stock. And the stores that do have them in stock sell out in seconds, like literal seconds, dude.
The only way I got lucky, my niece is looking for one, and me and Gunny was talking the PS5 stock alert on Twitter when it hits. My local Target here, I've been able to put one in my cart and check out with it twice at the local Target, but it's like only if you're local will it show up for you, because she's like 2 hours away. When she clicks, it says one not available in your area. So you have to be in the area, I guess, for it to show up. And it showed up for me a couple times at Target and was able to click on it and put it in my cart and get it. But yeah, I think it's got to be in stock in your area. Yeah, and you have to go to the store and pick it up.
That worked out for a buddy with his PS5. Like, he was like, hey, like, I'm in, like, he works in one town. Think of it like a triangle. And then we work in one town, he lives in another, but then he just had to drive over, and like, that's how he got it through Target. Pretty easy, though.
Some people won't even show up in their area. Like, even if it's more than so many miles away, they'll say none available in your area.
Yeah,
that's how I got the S right away. I didn't get it at launch, right? But it was whatever, a week later.
Jesus, you got it. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
it pissed me off, dude. So I ended up paying like $600 for it, which it is the digital one. So I did pay $200 more than I would have otherwise.
Not even with tax and all.
Well, I don't have taxes in Oregon.
What?
Yeah.
No sales tax.
You go to the store and buy stuff, there's no sales tax?
Yeah, there's no sales tax here.
Whoa, there is here in Florida. It was like 235 or 240.
7% or some shit.
Yeah, it would have been like probably 440 for you here or something.
No, it would have been 400 for me here. Even less, probably. I don't know. But yeah, there's no sales tax. But anyways, so yeah, I went to like this shady parking lot, Gunny and Safeway. Right, the shady parking.
Oh, really? So what all-headed, crackhead, eating, tooth, decaying motherfucker did you buy this? Was it a rape van, creeper van?
This guy's like, hey, bro.
Where are you?
Hey, bro, I'm in a big white pickup, and I'm like, oh fuck, big white pickup, oh fuck. So like,
it's got a camper in the back, and it's got tinfoil over all the windows.
Dude pulls up. No, dude pulls up. It's like a Hispanic guy, He tells me, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey. And then like out of the passenger seat, I see somebody jumping out of the car, and it was like this teenager, like this kid, It's like. I was like, what the fuck? You're like fleecing me for my money, you little asshole.
My dad's selling my PS5.
You little prick. You bought this PS5 and now you're reselling it to me, you motherfucker.
You grabbed the box, you just popped upside the head and said, don't ever.
Was it brand new?
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was sealed.
That's good.
Yeah, it was sealed and everything. And yeah, he just gave me the PS5. I gave him the money and he was like, all right, cool, man, peace. And I'm like, all right, later. It was the cheapest one I found at the time. I mean, everything else on OfferUp was like $680 to $700. A lot of the disc ones were up to $800, and I just didn't want to pay for the disc. I was like, I'm not gonna pay.
Yeah, I saw. Jay, do you ever go on? What the hell is it? The
Facebook Marketplace here. The disc version is running around $750 in my area.
Yeah, somewhere $750.
That's what I saw.
So anyways, I was able to buy it, got home, set it up, everything looked fine. So then I went to the store, bought myself a headset, Gunny. That PS5 headset or whatever.
The Pulse 3D?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it too. I love it.
And then I bought me one of those charging docks and then another controller, because I hear the controllers die pretty quickly or whatever. And
I have two of them and ain't had a problem with either of them, and had mine since launch day, November 12th.
So I just bought an extra controller, the charging dock, and a headset, and that ran me about $170.
Look at you!
Gunny! And then
play some Ratchet & Clank, baby.
That's right.
Some Dark Souls.
We're gonna play some games here. So then I launched it up. First game that's installed on there. There's really no download for it at all. It's that Astro's Playroom, and it is a full game pretty much. Like I thought it was just like a bullshit demo, and it really kind of isn't. It really is kind of like a full-on game that shows you all the features that the PS5 can really do. So it tries to show you like how the haptic feedback works on the controller, how the microphone works on the controller, how this works on the controller, kind of like, all that type of shit. The triggers, the tension on the triggers, all that kind of stuff, So it reminds me a lot of that what's that fucking game called? Astrobot, that VR game.
Rescue Mission.
Yeah, Rescue Mission. Because it is Astrobot, right? Astro's Playroom is Astrobot, but it's his Playroom. Astrobot Rescue Mission is the VR game. So it's kind of like the same style, same enemies, same people on screen, same kind of platforming, but except it's a fixed camera instead of the VR. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then I got to play finally I got to play some, that PS5 game, that was a PS Plus game, Destruction All-Stars or something like that.
Yep.
I ended up downloading that, and that was the game that really kind of, like, so it threw me off with the triggers. Like, like jumping into a car and accelerating into a car, like, there is tension on the trigger, Gunny. It's kind of weird to explain, but, like, when you're pressing, like, the car's at a full stop, you jump into the car, and Destruction All-Stars is like a Destruction Derby type game, Gunny, but, like, set in the future or whatever, that's kind of really what it is.
It's not easy, either.
No, it's not, because you got, like, this whole, like, you can jump out of the car before it blows up and steal somebody else's car and, like, all this type of mechanics going on. So you can actually run around the arena on foot, and you can get hit by another car, and then you lose or die. But, yeah, so this was...
you can make a battle royale out of.
Yeah, you really could. Yeah. But this game was one of the first games where I played it with the haptic, the triggers kind of threw me off, because as you accelerate, you feel the tension in the trigger as you're pulling it, and then you pull it all the way, and then fucking the car goes, it's like, what the fuck? And then as you reverse, same thing, you're hitting the brakes, you're reversing, and it's kind of like, it's really weird the way it feels on your hands. It takes a little bit of getting used to when you're just used to pulling the triggers like on an Xbox controller or something, But besides all that, I did download Miles Morales PS5 game, which is also on PS4. I think I ended up buying it, and they gave me the PS4 version as well, which I gave my PS4 to my brother, and he's been playing it. So he'll be able to play that as well.
Nice.
But yeah, that Miles Morales game, dude, I fucking love that game. It's like Ghost of Tsushima to me, Gunny. There's nothing wrong with that game. That game literally is the best superhero game I've ever played in my life. Ever. It's better than Batman. I don't care what you say. And I'm a Batman kid. Like, I love Batman growing up, dude. But Spider-Man is so fucking cool. Like, this game is
them Venom powers in the game.
Yeah.
Venom powers.
Yeah.
Great.
That whole electricity shit where you're, like, punching people in the fucking air and shit. Like, fuck yeah! And just the music, the way they implement the music as you're swinging around, and the whole story with your family not knowing that you're Spider-Man, whatever. And then they really do a good job of capturing all that, kind of like how they did in the original Spider-Man game back in 2018. They do a good job of, like, in the first mission, you're kind of with the actual Spider-Man. You're with the other kid. You're with Peter Parker or whatever. And you're Miles Morales, right? So Peter Parker knows who you are. He knows you exist. And he knows you have the same powers he does, right? So you both are kind of like doing like this mission or whatever. And there's really cool mission, Gunny. It's kind of like the beginning of the game. It's just kind of spoilery if you don't want to get it spoiled for you if you haven't played this. But the mission starts off where, like, the game that you played in 2018 is over, right, Gunny? So, like, you beat that game, right, as Peter Parker. And they're transporting all the criminals that Peter Parker beat. They're transporting them back to the raft, that prison or whatever, where they all escaped from. And your mission is to, like, you go with Peter Parker, and your mission is to go with him and, like, make sure this convoy makes it to the prison, right? Like, you're kind of, like, escorting it almost, So you're kind of watching him to make sure nothing goes bad. But, of course, something goes bad.
Has to.
Right? And that big rhino guy, I don't know if you know who the rhino guy is, the big rhino-looking guy. He escapes, and then all his little minions, like, he escapes, and then all his minions escape, right? So the Peter, I want to say the actual Spider-Man, but you're Spider-Man too. So Peter Parker Spider-Man is fighting him, right? And while he's fighting him, he's like screaming at you like, "Oh, I need you to take care of all these other guys over here." So you have to take care of like the other minions or whatever, you know? So you're like, it's really cool because you're fighting the minions or whatever. We're like on the street, you know, you're fighting these guys. And like you in the background, you'll see like Spider-Man fighting this rhino, dude. Like he's just like fucking like he's like slamming him against the wall and shit. And like they'll like run past you and shit, and you have to dodge him or whatever. And it's like a Marvel movie, dude. You know what I mean? It's so well done.
It's put together so well.
Yeah, it literally feels like you're like watching like a Marvel movie, dude. You really
Very
yeah. Like, yeah, because then, like, next thing you know, like, Spider-Man, like, jumps off of him, and then he lets you jump on top of the rhino guy, and you have to control him to, like, make sure he doesn't run into, like, huge obstacles. So you're, like, kind of steering him or whatever, and he's, like, running really fast.
Yeah, you're, like, riding him.
Yeah. But as you're riding him, you know, like, Spider-Man is, like, jumping in front of you, like, he's, like, kind of going ahead of you guys, and he's pulling people out of the way so you don't, like, kill people and shit, you know? So he's, like, pulling the lady out of the way with the spider web, and, like, he'll like swing down and grab like the people that are standing there or whatever, you know, and it's really fucking cool, man. Like it's so cinematic, and I mean the first one was very cinematic as well, but like really that whole sequence and that's like the missions that I've been playing in it, and the whole camaraderie with you and your best friend or whatever, it all meshes really well, Gunny. And these characters, other characters that were in that what's that movie called? That Spider-Man movie that came out recently.
Coming Home? No. What the hell was it?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
okay, I didn't see that one.
These are the same characters as that movie. So like Miles Morales from that movie is the guy in the game, and so yeah, like I'm pretty sure like the game takes part right after that movie.
Did you finish the 2018 Spider-Man and see the whole complete ending?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the complete ending? I forgot what happened in the end. What happened in the end there?
Well, where like at the very end where Peter needs a place to stay and he goes and stays with Miles, and then he's like, well, this is spoilers. Like, I hope, fast forward 20, 30 seconds. But where Peter's like, oh, thanks for letting me stay here. And he closes his bedroom door. And Miles is like, Peter, like, I got something going on with my body. And Peter's like, well, like, you're getting at that age and this. He's like, no, not like that. And he jumps up on the ceilings, hanging upside down. And Peter's like, oh, watch me. And he jumps up, hangs upside down. Like, that's where it ends.
Dude, it picks up, like, right after all that shit, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then you can actually play, like, a little recap before the game starts. It tells you, like, hey, do you want a recap? And it kind of just does, like, a little quick, like, 1 minute little video or whatever. It shows you kind of what happened or whatever. But Miles Morales is a cool character, Gunny. He's obviously, like, this kid. He lives in Harlem, New York. You know, he has these Spider-Man powers. And then Spider-Man takes off to Europe to, like, hang out with MJ or whatever for, like, a few weeks.
Oh, like in the movie?
Yeah, he goes to Europe because MJ is doing some story for the fucking newspaper or whatever, and she requested him as her photographer or whatever, because, you know, Spider-Man, Peter Parker's the photographer, right? So she requested him as a photographer for her story, so he has to go with her or whatever, and he pretty much tells Miles, like, okay, well, I'm gone, like, I need you to take care of the city or whatever. And that's kind of how the story goes.
Sweet. Yeah, I think I watched Nightprom play to the end of Spider-Man 2018.
Yeah, but Miles Morales is really fucking cool, man. Like,
this is better. They done this one better, didn't they, Jesus?
It's a lot better. Fucking, it's a lot of fun, and the music is fucking cool, man. The music, it's just, I don't know what it is, dude, but this is like the best superhero game I've ever played. And and the Batman, I'm not gonna lie, the Batman games were the best at their time, but these Spider-Man games outdo those by a lot, dude.
Yeah. And you feel some of the tension in the triggers when you're swinging.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking cool as shit, dude. But you need
the Astro game, like when you're walking around, when you're walking on grass or glass or metal, you can feel the controller. It feels different. Like when the sand blows, it actually feels like sand's blowing against the controller. Yeah, there's so many things about that controller.
That controller is next gen as fuck, Gunny.
That's what I'm hearing.
It's more next gen than the console, I think. Honestly, like, like that controller really is what's next gen of the whole PS5. But yeah.
Nice. So with this PS5, Jesus, now, since you never did get this is your first next gen console, right? Like, you don't have the X or the Series S.
I don't have the S or the
right?
X.
So tell me, because you've been you play a lot on the PC and stuff like that. How do you feel about how the SSD works as far as loading a game, load times, and things like that? Are you impressed with that?
Holy shit, dude! I am super impressed by it. I was like, I kid you not, Gunny. What game was it that I was playing?
Remember fast travel in the old 2018? He'd be on the subway looking at his phone. It takes forever.
Yeah, I remember.
This one, it just blinks and he's already there.
Yeah, Gunny, you remember have you played the original Spider-Man, Gunny, the 2018 one?
Only the opening credits.
All right, so you should really play it though, Gunny. Like that game was amazing. It's just like Ghost of Tsushima. You need to play these fucking games, Gunny. You fucking Xbot. Anyways, there's a fast travel mechanic in the 2018 version where like Jay said, you go to the fast travel, and you kind of fast travel from the subway station, right? So like during the fast travel sequences in the last game, they have this whole like a whole cutscene where it shows Peter Parker like changing out of his outfit or his costume, whatever the fuck, his suit, costume, his fucking suit,
or
right?
Or he'll just be in his suit.
Yeah, or he'll just be in his suit and he'll be like right in the subway station, like through the city.
Looking at his phone.
Yeah, looking at his phone, playing music or whatever, and then it'll show him arriving at the next station and then you jump out or whatever. And that's the fast travel. In this game, you press fast travel and it's like the screen fades to black for like a half a second, maybe less, and then it blinks and it's there. Like you're there. You're like wow.
And then the fast travel in the last game took probably a good 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a minute. I don't know. It took a little while for that fast travel, and this is amazingly quick.
It was fast, Gunny. Like I'm talking like there was another game too that I was playing that I got to the main menu and like I pressed play and it just started. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh right, you were expecting
a load time or something. I was expecting something.
Go get a beer, make a sandwich, come back.
No, like I just pressed play and the shit just starts. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
The Spider-Man Miles Morales game that you got, did you get the Ultimate Edition that comes with the 2018 remastered Spider-Man?
No, I never. No, because I already had that one. I already beat it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I would go back and play that whole thing again.
I did it just to see how it felt. It's just because mine came with it. My girlfriend bought it for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I just bought the regular Miles Morales $50 edition or whatever. So I bought that one.
The fast travel and the other one's just as quick. There's no more him in the subway with the phone. It's just blink.
So cool, man. It's so fucking cool. But yeah, other than that, I was playing some Ghost of Tsushima, Gunny. So that game has they have a resolution mode and a frame rate mode now, and pretty much the resolution mode is 4K, and the frame rate mode drops it down to like 1080p 60, whereas the resolution mode keeps it at 4K 60. And from everything that I've been reading, is that the resolution mode is actually the better way to play it if you have a 4K TV, because they say that they say that the 4K 60 is pretty stable. Like you could just play it with the high resolution and not have to worry about it dropping frame rates, or like they're like, yeah, you can switch to the performance mode, but all it's gonna do is change your signal from 4K to 1080p, and you really are getting no benefit from that because the game already runs pretty well at 4K 60 on the PS5. Yeah. And dude. Danny, playing Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5, man, it is amazingly fucking incredible. Like, the game looks amazing on the PS4 Pro. There's no doubt about that. The game looks good. But there was a few parts of the game where, like, some of the shit looks a little squarish, or there's, like, jaggies on, like, the grass, or the birds, or the animals, or the fur of the bear looks kind of weird. Once you play it at 60 frames, you're like, holy fuck. This is how this game was meant to be played, dude. It looks amazing. It's fucking incredible, Gunny. I was like, holy shit, what the hell, man? Like I cannot imagine that game on PC. Oh my god, if they ever release Ghost of Tsushima on PC, I'm buying it, dude, because that would probably look incredible as hell. But yeah, so there was that. The
Days Gone's coming to PC this spring, I think.
Yeah, I remember that too. Days Gone coming to PC as well. We were talking about that on the show. But yeah, man.
Yeah, give it a year after its initial release, and it'll be on PC.
Yeah, most
Probably.
likely in 2022 it'll be on PC, or next year, maybe even later this year. I would say probably next year Ghost of Tsushima will be on PC. But like I said, dude, that game looks incredible, runs incredible on the PS5. I really like the PS5. The UI is fucking cool, man. Like the main menu UI, it's well done. It's very snappy. It's very fucking quick. Everything is just fast on it. Everything. Like there's no waiting for anything ever. Like you want to open up the store. You know how sometimes you open up the store on the PS4 and it kind of like takes a second to load. You know, you're like, okay. PS5, you open up the store is just there. Like you just click store and it's just there. Like it's no.
Since you've got your PS5, have you went back to your PS4 at all and turned it on for any reason and used it at all?
Yeah, I did. I did it to upload all my saves to the cloud.
Now, can't you really tell the difference? Like I was like, oh my god, I can't do this no more.
Yeah, it was so slow. It was like, wow, like, this is like we're lagging here, Gunny. What's going on, Gunny?
I know. Yeah, I went and made sure I updated my my Xbox One X, and yeah, it was like, like it's not as bad as like an original OG Xbox One where it's like super fucking slow, but it's still slow enough to where it'll make that sound like more than a full second. Yeah. After you've already like clicked down, it's like, come on, you got to keep up here. I'm just clicking down.
Yeah.
Versus my Series S, right? It's more just boop, right there.
Yeah.
I went back to get my Borderlands 3 save and upload it, and that's how I felt, because you get the free upgrade with Borderlands 3 to the PS5 version. So I went back to get the save, and I was like, oh my gosh, like you could tell the difference in the look, everything.
There was another thing that I noticed playing Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know if it was the headset that did it or what did it. But like the audio was really fucking well done. I don't know what the hell they did to the game or what's going on with it. But playing with the headphones on, everything sounded so much better. Like I was walking by a fire, Gunning, like this like barn was burning or something. Something was on fire. And I legit like had to like stop for a second, and I looked over and I'm like, what the fuck, is there something on fire in my house? Like it sounded realistic. It sounded like super real, like the crackling of the wood and the fire sounded really fucking amazing. I was like, what the fuck?
That's that 3D Tempest audio they have, I guess.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it, man. I don't know what the hell. I need to try out some other games that have it. I know Miles Morales has it, but I haven't played that with my headset yet. I should play that with that on and check out some other games as well. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what else comes in store for the PS5. I mean, as a PS5er, Jay, as a fellow PS5er, what games do you recommend on the PS5?
Well, I know you've played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Mm-hmm. They got an enhancement for the PS5. Ooh. It has the 60 frames and dynamic 4K. Mm-hmm. It's really good. I went back to that. That's another game. My nephew bought the Series X or S, like I said, last weekend, and he started playing it on there, and it has a frame boost on there too. So I was like, man, this is so nice. I got to try it back on the PS5, and I went back to it, and yeah, the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order runs really well on a PS5 also. Immortals Phoenix Rising 2. I don't know if you tried that game.
No, I haven't.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I bought at Christmas time. I couldn't find the PS5 version, the disc, so I bought the PS4 version because you get a free PS5 upgrade. So I have the PS4 copy and the PS5 copy. That one runs really good too. Godfall. I know Mayo has that on PC. A lot of people didn't care for that game, but I really enjoyed Godfall. I played all the way through it. Didn't play any of the online stuff, but I enjoyed the game. It looks great. It looks really good. Frame rate's really good.
Oh, Godfall,
I like
you
the
said?
combat. I like God of War has the frame boost too.
I need to check out God of War again then. I love that game.
Yeah. It's I think it's checkerboard 4K at 60.
Mm-hmm.
Still looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I look forward to playing some more games on here and checking them out. I mean, I have a library of games that I could go back to. And also there's that PS Plus collection that it's available to download when you first get the PS5. Like it just pops it up and it's like, hey, you're a PS Plus member. Download all these games if you want them or not. We don't really care. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit of games there, Gunny. Like at least 20 games, maybe 10 games at least.
And every month,
Nice.
there's 20 of them, and every month they've been given a PS5 game too. This month, I know what's it called, Maquette? It's like a puzzle game.
Oh,
It was free this
yeah.
month.
Oh, I think that was a free. That's also free on Xbox or okay, it's on Sony too. Man, I forget now. I can't remember where I claimed it.
Yeah,
Maybe it was the PlayStation.
And next month, the Oddworld is going to be free on PS Plus. The new Oddworld game.
Damn, I haven't played one of those in a while. Nice.
It's launching on PS Plus, which is nice.
But yeah, I mean, I was looking at that list that they had on the PS Plus collection. They have like a pretty good list there. You know, they have Until Dawn, which is probably a game that I'm going to get again. They have Persona 5. They have Monster Hunter in there. Infamous.
Claim them all.
Yeah, why not, right? Just claim them all.
Claim them. If you play them, you play them. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. At least they'll be in your library, and then you can play whenever you want.
Yeah. And who knows when or how long this collection will be around. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to forget about it, right? And then you'll be like,
Oh,
year and a
man.
half from now, you'd be like, damn, I want to play some Monster Hunter. And some. Well, wait.
I gotta buy
They're not
it.
in my
Fuck.
library.
I was hoping they were going to add to it maybe at some point.
You never know, they might. I mean, at this point, though, I don't really think they need to sell PS5s. They got no sales going on.
I thought I saw an article, Jay, today I was looking at. They're adding just 5 games randomly or something. But I don't know if that was for PS5 members or everybody.
No, that's everybody. It's the play at home. There's
Play at
10
home.
games. There's 10 games, and only some of them for now. And I think Horizon goes April something, Horizon Zero Dawn. But there will be a total of 10 of them. Ratchet and Clank, the 2016 one, is the first one they added.
Okay, yeah,
But there'll
that's
be-
the one I was looking at. I never got a chance to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ratchet
You don't
and
have
Clank,
to have
Goody.
Plus.
Ratchet and Clank, the 2015 one, if you played on your PS4 Pro, that game looks fucking incredible. And if you watch the movie, Ratchet and Clank, whatever the fuck the movie's called, on Netflix or whatever, and you go and play the game, you're like, holy fuck, the game is the movie. Like, it looks exactly the same. It's incredible, dude. It's incredible.
That's cool. I did. I saw that on Movie Box. I got Movie Box, guys. No, I didn't watch it. So I'm waiting until I get the game.
A couple of those games they're giving away are VR games like Moss and
Yeah.
Astro's Rescue Mission.
Moss is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astro,
For people who don't have anything to like PS
Yeah.
Plus or nothing.
Astro's Rescue Mission is really fucking cool.
It's fun.
Yeah. But other than the PS5 and all that awesome stuff and getting fleeced by a fucking 15-year-old kid,
And he brought protection. He brought Grandpa.
Maybe his dad was
Grandpa
selling
probably
his-
had a big or sawed-off shotgun sitting there
yeah,
by
maybe,
his
right? Like he had a shotgun
leg. He's
pointed.
just waiting for you to snag that
Yeah, I know, right?
sucker.
Fucking shotgun waiting for me to take it and run and shoot me in the legs or something.
Man found in a white, dirty van, Oregon.
Shit.
Jesus Gonzalez.
No, but check it out, Gunny. All right, so I posted this, or my brother posted the PS5 on his Snapchat story, you know, and right away somebody asked him, like literally like seconds after he posted, it's like somebody asked him, "How the fuck did you find one?" And he was like, "Well, I just bought it from this dude." And they're like, "Oh, well, how much do you want for it?"
Yeah, they're cocked.
And my brother was like, what do you mean? And this chick was looking for one for her son, right? And she was like, I'll buy it from you right now. And my brother was like, well, okay, make me an offer. And she was like, well, how much did you pay for it? And my brother just told her like $650, just to fucking throw a number out. And she was like, I'll give you $650. And my brother was like, nah. She's like, okay. She's like, I'll give you $690. My brother's like, nah. She's like, I'll give you $750. And my brother was like, nah. she's like, I'll give you $850 right now for it.
Damn.
And my brother was like, fuck. Then my brother asked me, he's like, do you want to sell it? I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's tough, because you're like, fuck, you're going to make I would make a profit even off of that,
And then you go get the disc version.
Oh, man. But I was like, nah.
People are insane.
Yeah. So, there's obviously a market for these fucking things, Gunny. Because it's hard to find. It's hard to find, dude. You literally cannot find them anywhere, Gunny.
No, you're right. Every time... the only... Like, Jay, everybody... I've talked to you on Discord, Jay, but everybody that I know personally that have gotten their PS5s, it's always been through, like, Target, local, come in store, pick up.
Well, I pre-ordered mine when Sony had their showcase on September 16th. Like, I had the money saved. My girlfriend, like, I saved the money for the year. I've had it put back, and I had it at the house, and she's like, well, their showcase is coming up. You should go put that in the bank in case you need to buy one. And I was like, you're probably right. So, like, 2 days before, I put it in the bank, and they had the showcase. And when they did, right after the showcase, they said on Twitter, Jeff Keighley, Games Award, said, I heard PS5s are going up for sale at retailers today. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh. So I started going through the apps and I seen it on Walmart, had it in my cart, it went out of stock, the digital version. Then I went on Best Buy, that website crashed. Then I went back to Walmart, was lucky enough to be able to get the disc version, and then I had to wait 3 months.
Yeah.
So,
okay, yeah.
I remember
I actually got the day they announced the price and that it was going to be on sale.
I remember the console coming out on sale for pre-order the day we were doing the podcast. And I was sitting here with Mayo, and I told Mayo and Gunny, guys, I have it in my cart at Target. And then I remember what I said, Gunny? Remember I said, nah, it'll be available on launch day. Yeah. I'll just go buy one on launch day. Why I fucking regret making that decision. I'll never do that.
And then they were putting up signs and like big signs, even like every retailer had them up.
Do you remember Sony was like, go on their website and fill out for them to send you an invite to buy it. Well, I know a lot of people that signed up for it. I actually got the invite after I already purchased it from Walmart, and I got the invite and I got the email, and I was like, man, I should buy another one. But then I'm like, oh man, that's another $500 to spend. Like, do I really want to spend another $500? So I didn't. But the guy at work works for Sherwin-Williams. I'm a painter. He works for Sherwin-Williams. He's a delivery guy. He bought 3 of them. One from GameStop, one from Target, or 2 from Target, one from GameStop. No, I'm sorry. One from GameStop, one from Target, and he got the invite. So, but he bought one for a friend, one for his brother, and one for himself. So he didn't like hoard them.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, those things are hard to come across, man. And like I said, I was finally done with it, dude. I don't want to do it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here every fucking Friday, Gunny. All right? For the next month.
For 3 hours.
For 3 hours. while Best Buy restocks their shit every 5 minutes or whatever. Like, it makes me answer those stupid CAPTCHAs to make sure I'm not a fucking bot. Like, fuck you, Sony, or fucking Best Buy. Fuck you too, Sony, for not making enough consoles. God damn it. Pisses me off.
That semiconductor shortage, supposedly.
Yeah, we'll see. Mm-hmm. Rumor has it that Amazon still does have those consoles, though, and they're going to drop them this week. And also, rumor has it that they're going to try to combat bots by making you making it where you're only able to purchase one console per account.
It should be that way.
So
it should. And I think those are great words from any retailer that says that.
Yeah.
Isn't there? I know there's one in the UK that claims to be on top of those sorts of things.
Is a game in the UK? The game.
Yeah, but as far as I don't. And who knows how? Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, but yeah,
I know how things work, but
I think they should just. I mean, a lot of people not going to stores, but they're going to stores to buy games and other things. I think they should put them back in stores and limit them one per customer.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I don't understand why they won't do it.
Yeah, it's like why?
I think they care. As long as they get their money, I don't think they really care. Honestly,
the stores are open anyways.
Right. Why do those? Hey, you have
Target. I was in Target today, and there's a sign up that says, "For your safety, consoles are only available online."
It's like, well, motherfucker, but you let me buy groceries at the store?
Yeah. I don't understand it.
You let me come and buy fucking shoes, but you won't let me come and buy a console? Motherfucker, you know? Yeah, Gunny, I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I'm hoping that if that is the truth about Amazon, I hope that it is true, and I hope that they do limit it to one per customer, or one per household, or one per account.
One per card.
That would be kind of hard. I know that, with that being said, though, that I've already seen people with Twitter accounts and those scalpers on Twitter talking about how they already have like 40 email addresses set up with Amazon accounts ready to buy.
Yeah, it is like 40 different cards.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some way they can track. I know there's retailers out there like the Game One in UK said they can track stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's bots out there already that are promoting like, hey, if you want to bypass this safety or whatever, you can make.
They're out there.
We'll make 50 different accounts for you, and you could just click buy now, and you'll buy 50 consoles at once, and you can sell them all. Yeah.
It's sleazy, but they're there, and it's legal. It's legal. There's no law
If they would
against
just make the bots illegal, then
yeah. I've even had people, okay, so like, you know how I've been following these accounts on Twitter about, you know, the PS5 restocks and Xbox restocks. I had somebody on Twitter message me, and they're like, hey, are you looking for a PS5? And I was like, yes. And they're like, okay, we got one for sale right now for $450. Just pay us the shipping, or $450 and we'll ship it to you. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not stupid. I'm not falling for this fucking scam. Fuck you, dude.
Right.
There's
a lot of people that have them on Marketplace for shipping. I would never buy it from an individual. Offer up a Marketplace for shipping. Once they get your money, it's done and over with.
Yeah, fuck all that, dude. I'm not dealing with that. Nope. Okay, like maybe with eBay.
Rocks are rocks.
With eBay, you may have a better chance because, you know, you can dispute it with eBay, and eBay might give you your money back, or PayPal might give you your money back or something, but
exactly,
you're getting your money back from fucking Venmo or whatever, or Zelle, or Cash App ain't gonna give you your money back, dude. You know?
But there's all kinds of things. People will be like, oh, it's new and I bought it. Mm-hmm. And then you get it in the mail and it's like, it's kind of dirty and scratched up. You'll be like, it said new. Not brand new.
Gunny!
Right? Like that. Where's the cord? The power cord. It said new. Why didn't it say it was brand new and I just forgot to put the cord? Why don't you pay me the $50 shipping fee
for the cord?
Yeah. And then you never hear from them again.
Oh man. But yeah, anyways, that's my story of the PS5. I gotta say though, I cannot stand up the console. My TV is in the. Well, no, there's a stand that comes with it, right? And I could stand it up, Gunny. The problem is that it's too tall for my TV stand. That console, this thing is huge, dude. Like, Gunny, I'm not kidding, dude. Like, this thing is like the size of my monitor, man. Like, this thing is fucking huge. It's like, even my brother was like, why the fuck is it so big? I'm like, I don't know, dude. Why that thing is like the size of my computer, Gunny. I could probably like not fit it inside my computer case. That's how big that fucking thing is.
It's big, but the way they made such a big deal out of it before launch, Like I was expecting something actually bigger. It's big.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it's
bigger than
fucking
the PS4
big.
Pro, but not what I was picturing though. I was picturing something bigger though.
Bigger than that? That's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's like that has to be the biggest console ever made in history.
Oh, it is. It is.
It has to be the biggest console. You thought the Microsoft original Xbox was big, Gunny? No, this thing like blows that shit out of the water, motherfucker. I think it's huge.
They do not want this thing like having heating issues, do they? Like that, I figured that's like the whole thing of it.
Or
And it's super quiet.
oh yeah, it's quiet as shit. Like you don't hear it. But there's a story on my PS5, my scalper PS5. I didn't get robbed. I didn't get shot.
Yeah, didn't get kidnapped. Darn it.
Oh man, I was worried about getting robbed or something. You know what I mean, man? Like show up with the money and the scariest.
Goons jump out the back with swords.
No, the scariest part for me when I buy shit online, when I'm buying something, right, is when somebody tells me come to my house.
Oh yeah, you had a bad experience with that, didn't you?
Because if you walk into somebody's house, dude, and you piss them off by saying you don't want the thing anymore, like you're like something off about it, that person can get very pissed off, and then that person could just shoot you, and then all they have to say is, oh well, this dude was trying to break into my house or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if nobody knows you were gonna go to this house to buy this shit, then no one's the wiser. The cops will never check that person's cell phone. They'll never check your cell phone. They'll never ask questions. That person will be in the right. All they have to say is, oh yeah, this guy was coming here to buy this computer, but then he tried to rob me, so I shot him.
You ever seen that movie Jesus Hill, or what is it? Not Hill Demise, but what is it, Between the Walls or something? Or
I don't know. No.
People Behind the Walls or some shit. They live behind the walls of the fucking house and like do some Texas Chainsaw Massacre style shit.
You just have to meet in public places. I bought Demon Souls from a lady, and she made me meet her at the police station, and I was good with it. I was like, okay, cool. At least it's safe.
No, that was a good call, Jesus, doing the Safeway thing.
Yeah, because originally I had asked that person, I was like, well, can you meet me at a police station? I told him that. I was like, fuck you, dude. You want $600 for this thing? Meet me at a police station. Because the police station has like I think most of them now do, because even the one in my town does, where like they have like a designated area, like it's even like marked off with like white paint and shit, or yellow paint or whatever, and it says like, park your car here. And when the person shows up, make sure they walk into this area, because there's like cameras here that can, there's fucking cameras here on all day. If something goes wrong, we have that person's car information because their license plates, and we know what they look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've probably said this on the show before, but when I worked for Brinks, I used to drive the big truck, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that would be another big truck at a remote location. Well, yeah, I'll just say it like that. And we would just be transferring like just tons of dollars, and we'd meet at the sheriff's station. Where it all went down.
Swap
right
all
in the
them
behind the sheriff's station.
But yeah, you're right, Gunny. I have had a bad experience with.
Man, that kind of scared me when you told that story. I was like,
when buying a
I would not want to be in that situation.
Buying a 360 from this dude, he told me to go to his house. I went to his house. I had the money, and like, the one good thing is I had my friend with me in the car, but my friend waited outside for me in the car. My friend did not go inside the house with me. And this dude legit like invited me into his house, like all the way into like his living room and shit. And I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah. And once I was in there, I kind of didn't like what he showed me, because what he showed me in the pictures kind of didn't look what the fuck he was showing me here. And I'm like, dude, this doesn't look the same. Like, what are you trying to like fleece me? You're trying to jack me or something for my fucking money? What's going on here? Like, this is not what you showed me. I'm not buying this. I'm leaving. And he got fucking mad. He was like, fuck you, you're leaving. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like he was trying to flip it on me, saying like I was trying to fuck him over because I was just playing him. And I'm like, no, dude, I legit came here to buy this, and you're like you're not selling me what I wanted. I don't want to buy this. And he started getting pissed off, right? He's like, oh, this is some fucking bullshit. Like, he was getting, like, aggressive with me, dude. And I was like, I was just slowly walking backwards towards the door, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. I wish my friend...
Oh, shit.
I was like, I was just hoping my friend was paying attention to how long I've been in there, you know? Because I told my friend, if I'm longer than fucking 5 minutes, go knock on the door and check out what the fuck's going on. He was like, cool.
That's not a good situation.
And I was backing the fuck up towards the door, dude, and this dude was getting pissed. His girlfriend was like, you need to calm down, babe. I'm like, yeah, he needs to calm the fuck down. I'm leaving, motherfuckers, you know? And finally, she calmed him down, and he actually ended up throwing more shit into the deal. So, like, he started, like, I think they were just really hard up for money or something, or maybe they needed it for drugs. I don't know what the fuck they needed the money for. Because they lived in a house. It was a nice house, but they just needed the money for some reason really bad. And like, he just started throwing shit on top of the console. He's like, okay, fuck it, just have all, like, he threw like 50 games and movies on top of it. Like, have all these movies and all these games, and like, I'll throw in this and this. And I was like, okay. You have a deal.
Just let me go. Right? Just let me leave.
And actually ended up paying him a little bit less than what I had offered him initially. Initially, I had offered him like $120. I think I just gave him $100, but he gave me more shit than what originally was in the deal. And I remember walking out, and my buddy was like, dude, I was about to go in there. I'm like, you should have gone in there, motherfucker. I was like, that shit got real fucking sketchy real quick. And it was bad, dude. Like, after that, I've never gone to nobody's house. I don't give a fuck. If they invite me to their house, I tell them, you bring that shit out to the front door, dude. I'm not going into your house.
So I had a similar incident. My brother-in-law was having knee surgery, and he was going to be off work for, like, I don't know, 8 weeks or whatever. Yeah. And I said, you should get a PS4, like, give you something to do. And he said, yeah, okay, so let's find one. And we went and met a guy over in Tampa, and went to the guy's house. We both were together, come to the door together, and went inside, and he had it all hooked up. And the house was kind of dim, and online it looked like a new PS4. It was the PS4 Slim. So we were looking at it, and I was like, picking it up, looking, and some roaches crawled out of it. I was like, dude, there's some roaches in this? And he's like, what? He's like, no, man, it can't be. That's like almost new. And then I was like, look. And there was like legit like 5 or 6 of them. Oh my
God.
And I'm like, I can't do this. He's like, well, hold on a second. And he walked in the back room. He brought out another one. And I'm thinking, dude, if this one has it, they probably all have it. And I'm like, he's like, what about this one? And I was like, no, man, I think we're going to wait and maybe buy a new one. Like, and we ended up leaving. And that was so disgusting.
That's nasty, dude. That's nasty.
Yeah. And the damn thing looked brand new. Like, the console looked brand new.
Like, he actually cleaned the outside of it and shit.
It literally looked like a new console. But
well, you know what? But I mean,
the house was in good condition.
If the house has roaches, they're probably in all that shit. Especially if it's brand new, because they love that
and he
warm
said
shit.
He buys them and resells them. So he had 3 or 4 of them. He like went in the back and grabbed another one. I was like, no, thank you, man. I think we're just going to hold off and get a new one. Okay, man. Well, I'll have some new ones like next week if you keep an eye on my post. I was like, all right, man. Just trying to be cool to get out of there. Like,
fuck this roach shit. No, I've never had any problems with like roaches or anything like that with that here. But Oregon, that's not really an issue. When
I lived in New Jersey, we used to always get inside the radios. Of course, I was younger. Yeah. So, Florida, all the whole East Coast.
In Vegas, man, I remember there being roaches in Vegas. Vegas is a warm fucking place, you know what I mean? There's lots of roaches everywhere and shit. They love that shit.
Nasty.
But in Oregon, I don't think I've ever seen a cockroach in Oregon, dude.
No, they don't like cold weather.
They don't like cold weather.
Well, in Florida, outside, they have what they call palmetto bugs. And it looks like a roach, and they live in the palmettos and the palm trees and stuff, and they're big. But you're not in your house or nothing. But these weren't big palmetto Florida.
These were like cockroaches, right?
These were like German cockroaches. And I was like, no, this was no way.
I've seen those like like where they open up consoles full of...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, I can't even watch those. They're just so horrible.
Can you imagine working for like Geek Squad or something, right? And like, I'm about to repair this console or whatever. Like working for like a mom and pop shop, and you open up like a computer case or like a laptop or like a fucking a PS5 or whatever.
And they go crawling everywhere.
Oh, what do you do, dude? Like, oh my God.
Go home.
Because, you know, if one of those fuckers is like pregnant or whatever the fuck, like they're going to lay eggs and fucking, there'll be roaches all over your shop, dude.
Yeah. I'm sure they deal with that all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Guys, clean out your consoles. Make sure there's no roaches in there. If you have roaches,
clean your house out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spray some roach killer around your console or something, you know? Like, make sure the roaches don't get in there, Gunny. Guys,
Don't be leaving food crumbs everywhere, man. Crawling out the outlets and everything. I've been in houses like that where I'm like,
yeah,
go
I have
back
too.
east.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the KFC console that's supposed to be coming out? People leaving food in one of those things.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. Because isn't it like an air fryer or something?
I think it's just a warmer.
Oh.
Like you just put your chicken in it to warm it, but who would want to do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
It's going to crawl out from the console and go right into the warmer.
Oh, to get some chicken and then go back home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The roach console. Mayo's probably like, what the fuck are roaches? He's over there living in Beverly Hills. You don't even know what they look like, Gunny. He has to Google that. He has to Google what a roach looks like. Only roach I know of is them weed roaches. Mm-hmm.
South Ohio. We don't know. Southeast.
All them roaches that Mayo knows about is them marijuana roaches, Gunny. Mm-hmm.
Exterminating today. Come on.
He's exterminating them rats. Mm-hmm. I got myself a rodent problem, guys.
We're here to take care of problems.
Shows up with this self-driving tractor on top of it. I'm here to exterminate some rodents.
Got a remote control ready to go.
Anyways, I think it's news. Oh, wait, no. I played some other games this week, Gunny. Oh, what am I talking about here? I played another game. This is an early access game, Gunny. Speaking of Mayo and being a drug lord, this game lets you be a drug lord in virtual reality.
Ooh.
Well, not virtual reality, but like in the virtual world. You could be a drug lord, Gunny. It's called Cartel Tycoon. Available on the Steam machine. Pretty much, it's what it sounds like. You start off as this guy who lives in like South America somewhere, and pretty much, I don't know, for some reason, some guy you're looking for a job on the newspaper, and for some reason, a drug lord posted a classified ad for a position, and then you call him, and he's like, I need some work, amigo. I got some work for you. You come to my house. I buy you a house, and you sell the drugs for me. Okay, amigo. And
Right, then, newspaper. I get it. Good.
I mean, if I was a drug lord, I'd be posting all my jobs on the classifieds. No one looks at those shits. FBI will never catch me, motherfucker.
Right? We're looking for online, not printed paper.
Anyways, pretty much, so you start off and like you have to build like the drug houses, and then you select what kind of drug the drug houses are making. So you select opium flowers, you can select cocaine, marijuana, methamphetamines, and then once you select the type of drugs they're making, you have to kind of have a distribution. So you have to make sure you build an airport. You can build an airport, and you can also like distribute through it like a little airport, like kind of like an airstrip, kind of thinking like a drug movie, like an airstrip airport.
Like the one that Tom Cruise did?
Yeah. Like the movie in Tom Cruise where he's like flying the Cessna into like a jungle and shit.
They're like, hey, you get to take off from this little strip. Like,
can you make this happen?
I can't do it.
Yeah.
He goes, and I'm fucking really good. And they're like, fuck you, get in, you're going. Right?
Yeah, motherfucker. We're putting more kilos into the wing, motherfucker. You better...
or you die. So.
We're going to shoot you if the plane doesn't take off. Okay. But yeah, so there's that. You can transport via that. And you can also export I'm talking about exports here, Gunny. Legal exports. You can export your your drugs via the waterways. So like there's like a shipping container boat, you can ship them that way, or via like a ground border checkpoint. So you can drive the drugs over to the border, drive to the border patrol, and drive through and checkpoint, and you're good. The fastest way to do it and the safest way is via the airport, like the little Cessna airports, because they're kind of like hard to find. Police are, hard to detect, but they give you the least amount of money because you can only transfer so much drugs in an airplane, right? The most you can make is by doing it via the shipping port, via like a boat. But doing it that way, you have to bribe off officials. Sometimes you have to manufacture, like open up a factory that makes like little kids' toys, and then you buy that factory and you start making the toys, but then you put the drugs inside the toys. And then so like you can keep track of like, all right, this shipment has illegal goods inside legal goods. So that's how it's going to get to the next country or whatever. And you're trying to build up your drug empire. You're a cartel tycoon. There is other cartels around. You can hire lieutenants. These lieutenants, they can deliver drugs themselves also. Like you can say like, hey, Lieutenant, whatever the fuck his name is, you're going to deliver the opium from this house to this airport, and you're going to just keep doing that until I tell you to do otherwise. And they keep driving back and forth from the airport to the fucking drug house, to the airport to the drug house, until you tell them to do something else. But lieutenants are also good for doing other things. They can kill people for you. You can tell them to murder people. You can send them to murder other lieutenants of other capos, of other drug lords or whatever. You could be like,
you go to collect cash for you too?
Yeah, yes. You could be like, hey, I need you to go and tell this drug lord, like make a point that this guy's kind of encroaching in my territory. I need you to kill his lieutenant because this motherfucker's kind of, he's fucking with our business here, Gunny. The bottom line here, Gunny, we can't have that. So we go exterminate some rodents.
You want a Colombian necktie? I got one for you.
Yeah. So you send your lieutenants over. And also your lieutenants can be part of hits too. Like other people can send they could send like hits out after your lieutenants as well. So like you got to make sure that you're kind of keeping an eye on what's going on in the world, who's plotting against you, who's plotting with you. You can make alliances with other capos. You can make like say like, hey dude, you're okay. We're gonna have to drive our trucks to your area, but you don't fuck with our shit. We don't fuck with your shit, okay? Just let us go through, and we'll be fine, Gunny. Right? Gunny, just let us drive through, Gunny. We won't fuck with your shit. We won't murder your people, or whatever. And there's a lot of things. You
respect us.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit like that going on in this game. And there's also like legal money that's been laundered. So you can launder your money via, of course, like taxi services, radio stations, TV stations. You can buy a fucking nightclub. You can say, I want to launder my money to the nightclub. And then, so laundered money is money that you have officially cleaned, and it's now your legal money. So the government knows you have this much money. But then there's also your drug money, like your stashed money, like your money that the government doesn't know you have, but you have.
Dirty money.
Yeah, dirty money. And so like when you open up a factory, or say like you want to open up a taxi cab business because you need to launder some money, Gunny, well, the taxi cab business needs to hire people. It needs to hire people, and it needs to launder money for you. So you got to make sure you have enough budget, enough drug money going into it. So it's being laundered, enough. So it's enough people working there to keep the business operating. So like you'll have people that transfer drugs to the airport, and then you're gonna have to have people that transfer money from the airport because money's being flown back from the country that you're exporting the drugs to. They're flying money back, and you have to have enough people that are transporting that money to the taxi cab station, and then from there you hire people to work for you as a taxi cab company, and then launder your money. There is a cap on each building. So like the warehouses that hold your drugs, they can only hold so many drugs. The drug manufacturing farms can only make so much opium. The airport can only fly so many airplanes per hour or whatever, you know what I mean? And also like the money they bring back, there's a cap on that. There's like a $50,000 cap they can keep at the airport. Like once you reach once it reaches 100,000 or 50,000 or whatever it is, they'll tell you like, hey, we can't ship anymore. Like the more we ship, all that money is just going to be thrown away. Like we can't bring any more money back. You need to get this money out of here so we can keep making money, or else you'll just keep exporting drugs, but at a free cost. Like there's no money being made for you. You know what I mean? So you're kind of just throwing away profit there.
Right. Like running any other business here.
Yeah. Yes, Scotty.
Drugs.
So Cartel Tycoon, I think it's like $20 on Steam, $25 on Steam. I bought it. It's a cool game. It's early access. If you're into these tycoon games, maybe you should check it out. Maybe. Also,
sounds like they got that down. Like really got that down.
I know. I just kept thinking that Tom Cruise movie is exactly what he's describing here.
He went into some serious drug laundering details. Sounds like Ozark. You guys seen Ozark?
Yeah. It's just like that. Yeah, it's like the Ozarks or like the Pablo Escobar fucking Narcos show. It's like all those fucking things. Like they watch all these shows and got all that information. Like we're gonna make a game out of this shit, you know.
Sounds good.
But yeah, it actually is really fucking cool. Like, and like I said, you can hire more lieutenants and like get better people, like bodyguards and shit, and like, you know, build up, like pay off the police to look the other way when you're about to commit a murder. You can pay off the police,
pay the judge.
But like, hey, how about we don't patrol this area of the city for a bit, Gunny, and we let a few shootings happen and murder some of our enemies, you know?
Hey, look the other way, you know? I've been playing that Mafia game. I know how this works.
You know, Gunny, you just gotta look the other way. You just gotta go to Columbus, Ohio instead of Cleveland, you know? Anyways. Besides that, I play another game that's kind of a tycoon game. It's called Sky Haven. Now, Sky Haven is a tycoon game based on an airport simulator, so it's like an airport building simulator. What's cool about this game is early access. It is kind of expensive. It is like a $45 game or something, so I'm gonna leave it at that. That's it's kind of a steep price for an early access game.
So much?
I have no idea, Gunny. The game is, I would say the developer is a very responsive developer. From everything that I've read in the comments and the discussions in the Steam forums and the reviews are saying like the developer does listen to the reviews. Like
when I think tycoon, I'm thinking Calypso as far as a publisher.
Yeah, this
is. You right on that or no? Nowhere close.
No, Skyhaven.
I'm just a wild guess on that. I'm thinking like Tropico style, you know.
I'm sure.
Calypso Entertainment. I don't know. That just.
No, the developer is called Real Welders, and the publisher is Real Welders. So they're publishing and developing that. The release date is supposed to be sometime this year. Initial release date was last year. I don't know, for some reason. I'm assuming that was early access. Anyways, this is a simulation game. You start off in the, like, I want to say the 1800s. And you are building an airport, Gunny, and when I say you're building an airport, I mean you're legit building an airport where you start off in the 1800s. Like, think of, like, the first airplane. Like, not the 1800s, like 1920. I want to say it like, so you're in the 1920s, right? 1910, 1920s. And you pretty much have to build, like, this dirt airport, like a dirt, like, runway. Okay. This is the runway where the planes land. This is the runway where the planes take off. And you can set it up where, like, planes take off and land at the same runway, but a plane cannot land if another plane is about to take off. You know what I mean? So you got to keep all this in mind when you're building the airport. So, like, you build the runways and you got to build the taxiways to, like, say, okay, this plane taxis over to this ramp, and over here is where we do the unloading and loading of whatever it is, either passengers, cargo, or whatever they're shipping, you know. So once you have that, you got to make sure you have a fuel depot, a depot with trucks that can actually refuel the planes. And you also need a cargo depot where, like, these guys that are working in your airport drive these trucks, and they'll go and they'll, like, unload the cargo from the airplanes or whatever. And you see these little prop planes from, they're flying in. And you have to click. You have to make sure, like, you have a schedule. You see the schedule pop up, and it says, like, okay, flight, blah, 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 is coming in. And it shows you how much profit you're going to make off of each flight. So you got to kind of manage to see, like, okay, I want the most profitable flights to come in first or whatever, So you're trying to manage all that. And then later on, as you continue researching, you can open up an office and research stuff. You can research, like, better fuel capacity, like, better, faster unloading of cargo, better management of scheduling or whatever. You can, like, research. You can have your research team research different things for you, and they'll actually, improve your airport. Eventually, it gets to the point where you are in, like, the modern times, when you're, like, in the 2000s or whatever, and you have, like, Boeing Airbuses and 747s and all these fucking jets and shit, right? And you're managing schedules, you're managing runways, you're managing your fucking... You're like, okay, you can schedule airplanes to, like, take off at a certain time, and like, it's a lot of management, Gunny. It really is like you're fucking managing a fucking airport. Like, it was too much for me. I liked the initial idea of it, but it got a little too deep for me, because it was
how deep?
Because, all right, in the beginning, when you first open up, like, your airport terminal, right, you're gonna start transporting passengers. So now you have to link each gate to like the. So, like, there's a gate at the terminal, right? So terminal, say it's called Terminal A. So now you have to select Terminal A, and you have to link it to whichever tarmac is the airplane is on. So, like, tarmac 1, I had 3 tarmacs that you build. Initially, you have 3. You can build more, but I built 3. And it says, okay, I'm linking Terminal A to tarmac 1, 2, and then Terminal B is linked to 3 and 2. So when people are flying out of my airport, they could either going to be taking a tarmac 3 or tarmac 2, depending on where the airplane is at. The airplanes are going to park where they're designated to park, and also the refueling station and the cargo stations have to be linked to those tarmacs. So, like, if the refueling station is only linked to tarmac 1 and 2 and not to 3, then whatever fucking plane comes into tarmac 3 will not get refueled until you link the refueling station to tarmac 3. And you got to make sure you're linking, like, a bus. Like, you have to buy a bus to transport your passengers from the fucking terminal to the plane, because, this is like 1800s or 1900s. Because this is all timey, you see? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No monorail there, huh?
There ain't no fucking monorail. You ride a ghetto-ass truck that's called a bus.
No subway.
Yeah, right? You're riding, like, on this ghetto-ass truck that they call a bus. And it takes you to the fucking the plane, and you load onto the airplane. So, like, it's a lot of management.
I know what you're talking about. I've actually done that in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you rode a bus.
Where they, like, put us on a bus, and then we went across the tarmac, way across the other side, to go to another terminal to get on a plane. It was weird. Crazy.
I rode a train before or whatever, like a subway or whatever.
So they do have trains, but no, this is like... It seemed like it was a freaking, like, island on a terminal in the middle of, this huge, like, Los Angeles airport that was humongous, where we boarded the plane. But it was, so if I remember correctly, Jesus, it was like one of those planes that, I don't know the number of it, right? 747, 847.
Was it the budget plane ride?
I mean, yeah. So this would Fiji Islands, and the plane was so big that when they did not when I was on it, but when they did an emergency landing in Hawaii, they went to the Air Force Base, but it was too big to, like, take off or something, because it wasn't that long of a runway, right? Because it was a passenger airplane. It wasn't like how, like, the military. They're like crazy, but it was a big ass plane. One of those.
It was like one of those. Like those Dream airliners or whatever, right? The huge ones, like the 2-story
like an
ones.
Airbus?
Yeah, like an Airbus.
Yeah, it was definitely an Airbus. And we didn't take it the last 2 times we went. They had something newer, something faster.
Those are the ones that are usually the ones they use for, like, international flights, right?
Yeah. So, this was at, like, definitely the international terminal. Like, but, that sounds too complicated for me, Jesus. Like, a game like that.
Yeah, it's very...
That'd be, a little monotonous. Like, all right, I don't want to manage too much.
And I agree with you, Gunny, so I refunded it. I was like, no, this is not for me, dude. This is not a Jesus.
You keep the drug lord game, though, right? Because that
yes.
really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The drug
That's
lord,
not too monotonous.
drug lord game is nice enough for me to get in there and click some shit and make money, Gunny. But the other one,
Click shit, kill shit, collect money. Airplane game. Watch planes land. Watch planes take off. Boring. Okay, moving on.
boring. Yeah, no way. But that's all I played this week. So yeah, so there's your your latest update on the Steam machines. I know that was it Leahy said he picked up the Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte, and he said he's really enjoying it. Like that game, like I'm telling you, dude, they need to make like a I don't know where the people got the inspiration from, like that whole universe that they set up in that game. But if they could make like a book, like an actual book, or like a movie out of this, it would be like a cool fucking film, dude. It's just so cool. Like the setting is fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, that I know that I see those things on there because you play them and people like Leahy and other what. So people within my friends group or whatever will be like, "Hey, this person recommended this game." So I start seeing games like that. But it also reminded me a little bit of I haven't seen any gameplay, but remember that game Jesus We the People?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
What was that game
that game, and I know it came out on everything, but it was.
What was that game that what's his name? Derek Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze Experience.
Would always play.
It was called We the People.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it? No. Well, he played State of Decay a lot, but
no, it wasn't that either. It was just another game. It was like a judge game where you were a judge and like.
Wait. Oh, okay. I thought it was called We the People. Yeah.
You were a judge during the French Revolution.
Yeah, I thought it was what it was called. Let me. Yeah.
We the Revolution.
Oh, it's called We the Revolution. Okay.
Yeah,
Close.
So this game, The Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte, is actually a lot like this game, but where We the Revolution, you start off as a judge right away. The Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte is you start off as a baby, and you legit are making choices as a baby, like I cried for my mother, or I cried for my dad, or I just sat there quietly. Like you legit make this choice, and that choice later on determines like, oh, he is a brave person, or you're a coward, or you're whatever the fuck, like your stats and your shit builds up at the choices that you make. And like the way I'm playing it, like I told you before on the last week's show, was I'm playing it as you cannot rewind your choices. Like you make a choice, it's done. But yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll move on to some news. It's news time. Let's get into some news. Jay, have you played Cyberpunk?
I bought it on release day. I was anticipating the game on the way home from work. I slid through GameStop and I bought it. And I brought it home and I played it until I hit a game-breaking bug. There is a spot where you become Johnny Silverhand and you get in a chopper and you're like circling the rooftop and you're shooting at some enemies and there's some other things on the rooftop you got to shoot. Well, those things that you shoot would not blow up. And I was playing it on the PS5. And I kept doing it. And then I Googled it and looked it up on YouTube and I wasn't the only one having the issue. So I put it down. And like a month later, they gave a patch for it, and it fixed it. But then I ran into a couple other bugs. I said, you know what? I'll keep it. I'm going to put it aside till they release the next gen patch, and then I'll play it. So I got like maybe 4 or 5 hours into it, and that was about it. But it does run really well on the PS5 from what I heard from how people have been playing it on the PS4, like the 60 frames, and it looks better and it runs better. I mean, even now, I went back to it couple weeks ago and I was like, yeah, I think I'm still gonna wait. I'll wait till the end of the year when they release the PS5 patch for it.
Nice. Yeah, if they ever release it, it's a good one.
Yeah, if they.
Anyways, speaking of Cyberpunk, there has been a patch released for it.
Oh.
Patch 1.2. This was delayed last month due to a cyber attack on developer CD Projekt Red. but this is a new update. This is a report. This came out like a fictional, like a Night City news report. So they released it like a YouTube video, like the anchor talking about it, like in the game. So pretty much the patch. Pretty much these are the major changes to it. Pretty much it says that the police will respond more slowly. And it says here, police will appear to assess crime scenes with drones. They add a steering sensibility slider, so they made the steering a little bit. They're trying to make it better, I guess. It says here, steering should be more consistent when the frame rate dips. So like you're making a left turn and the frame rate dips, it should be a little bit more consistent. Yeah, if your car gets stuck, which did happen to me a few times, your car can be dislodged by rocking it and rotating them.
I did see this.
And also, double tapping a movement key to dodge can now be disabled. Double tapping the crouch key, toggle key will then dodge. So there's that.
How much of it did you play?
I beat it already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, it's way better on PC, I assume.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it runs a lot better on PC from everything I've heard.
Yeah. Where's the patch for my consoles, man? That's what I wanted to see.
God, they said that one might not even come this year, Gunny.
Damn.
I hope so. They released like a Twitter post and they had a little graph and it was towards the end of the year, but with all this stuff that went on, probably not, maybe. We can hope.
But just wanted some more news, huh? How about that, Gunny?
Let's do it. Moving on.
On Twitch. Some Twitch news here for our Twitch streamer friends. Gross gore has been banned on Twitch.
What kind of name is that?
It looks like Twitch streamer Gross Gore has not only been banned on Twitch, but also lost his partnership status with the platform. So, this is everything we know about the ban. Okay? Twitch said this. Twitch has extremely strict terms of service, which streamers on their platform must follow, and Gross Gore isn't the first streamer to be kicked off of the platform. Just recently, a streamer called Kiara Kitty was temporarily banned from the platform from breaking the terms of service. So who is Gross Gore? Ali Larson, better known by his online alias, Gross Gore Gunny, is a Twitch streamer and a content creator from England. Oh, hey, mate. Oh, hi, mate.
How are you?
From England, Gunny.
Yep.
Larson has gained over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube for his League of Legends and RuneScape content. He also regularly streamed both games on Twitch before his permanent ban. Says here, Gross Gore began streaming back in 2013 full-time, but in 2016 he was temporarily banned from the platform. His bans were on and off for many years until his latest ban on March 18th, 2021. Which is now a permanent ban from Twitch.
They're not playing around.
Permanent, Gunny. Permanent.
What'd he do?
Why was Gross Gore banned from Twitch? Well, after being suspended, Gross Gore took to Twitter to state that he felt Twitch had made a mistake with the ban. Within his video, he shared footage of the notification he received from Twitch, and that stated he had indefinitely been banned for adult sexual exploitation.
Ooh. Ouch.
Gross Gore responded to this by saying after the ban that Ali went to on Twitter. He said, "I'm very sad and lost." Larson says he is not going to give up on streaming like he did when he was previously banned, and instead is going to move to YouTube streaming platform.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, if how YouTube and Google feel about this. So I would, yeah. Jesus, there was another article I read during the week, and it talked about. I don't want to speak out of context here or make guesses, but it did talk about other sexual allegations for there was a girl who was, I think, 13 at the time, and it was not so much like rape or anything, but just more sexual violations against this person who was allegedly a friend. And I think these were statements from her. Yeah, that the article stated, but it mentioned nothing about like, police involvement or anything like that. But it was some other disgusting things.
I got some things for you, Gunny. You want the scoop, motherfucker? We're the TMZ of podcast. Let's do this shit.
You can be better than what I'm trying to describe.
All right, Gunny. Twitch streamer Ali Larson, motherfucker, you. After he posted on the Reddit r/roast me. All right, you know what roast me means, Gunny?
Yes.
What does roast me mean? Explain to the listeners, Gunny.
Talk shit to me about me.
Pretty much, yes. Make fun of me is what you're trying to say. It's like you ever watch Comedy Central's The Roast?
Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, they make you have the other famous people make fun of like Justin Bieber or Tupac or like Snoop Dogg or something. They make fun of Snoop Dogg for like an hour.
Right. I like it when it's him and that other chick who went to prison. Yeah.
Oh, what's her name? It's the chick that went to prison. The white lady that went to prison. Martha Stewart. Stewart. Smoking weed and shit. Fucking Martha Stewart. anyways. Okay, after our Twitch character here, streamer Ali Larson, aka Gross Score, posted on the Reddit Roast Me. Other users used it as an opportunity to bring up Ali Larson's documented past abuse claims, Scotty. The Twitch streamers have subsequently tried to make attempts to delete the post, but all the comments will still remain. And many of them mention Larson's self-confessed sexual encounters with minors, as well as accusations of sexual assaults by Larson at parties. Following these accusations and these comments, a woman named Eve stated that Larson had alleged on Twitter that he manipulated her when she was 13 years old and he was 16. Last year, Twitch banned multiple streamers accused of sexual misconduct, but Larson previously managed to avoid this suspension. Now, with all these allegations resurfacing along with new ones, he has not been permanently banned from the platform. So yeah. Larson took to YouTube for an apology video like most of these fucking streamers that do something stupid do. He said, quote, "There are some disgusting things from my past, and I can promise you that it's not who I am today. I look back, I cringe, I get embarrassed, and I regret so much." Says here, he responded when speaking to Kotaku, saying that his apology does not add up, explaining, quote, "He has been doing the same stuff for over 10 years. If he wanted to write off my story as him being a kid, then why didn't his behavior end when he grew up?" She has a point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the article I read on Kotaku.
So, yeah. Anyways.
I should have linked that one.
They should have linked this one, Gunny. It's a better, more TMZ-ish style article here. Yeah. Anyways. There's that. So he pretty much got banned for shit.
Yeah. And it goes on to say, about Twitch's terms of service, about, sexual allegations and stuff like that that are not related even to the channel, and so on and so forth. And
yeah.
Whether, yeah. People seem to be 50-50 on that almost. It's kind of crazy.
Twitch streamer Ludwig Agren has been live on Twitch since March 14th. All right. Every time someone subscribes to his channel, Gunny, it'll add 10 seconds to his time being live. So he said that he will stay live on Twitch and he'll sleep, eat, whatever on Twitch as long as people keep subscribing to him live.
Wait, I'm just thinking Ludwig. I know that's almost a common name, but Isn't he like already like a popular streamer? He'll just be on there for like 2 months.
Yes. Let me tell you right now, live numbers, Gunny. So right now the Twitch is still going. Still going. He has 50,000 people watching this. And he's now up to 2 million followers on Twitch.
Damn, I'm gonna go follow him here, but not yet. I'm gonna wait for about a week.
His chat is going so fast you cannot read what the fuck they're saying. It's so fast. And all you see is like he is streaming something about some kind of like con or something that happened back in the day. And it says quick break, I'll be right back, and then on his camera it shows his racing car bed and his microphone. So
racing car bed?
Yeah, he has a racing car bed, man.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was gonna say. How old is he?
12? What? No.
Don't be jelly, guys. You guys wish you had racing car beds.
I wish I had 50 million subscribers on Twitch.
Yes, 51,000 people watching now. It just went up 1,000.
51,000 people, damn.
It just went up. 51,000. And he's been live, well, I'm assuming he's been live since March 14th. So,
I mean, he's never going to...
okay, so I'm looking at the timer right now, Gunny. He has a timer counting down to when his live stream will end. Guess how much longer he has to go for this live stream to end?
I'm going to go 30 hours, just randomly guess.
That's a pretty good guess. What about you, Jay?
He started on the 14th.
Oh, this one?
And for every subscriber that he gets, every new subscriber, it adds 10 seconds to this counter. And he's up to 2 million subscribers right now. And he has 50,000 people watching live.
Maybe like April 1st?
No, in terms of hours, like how many hours he has.
Maybe another 100?
Well, that's a little off there, Jay.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Gunny was pretty close. Gunny, he has 58 hours, 58 minutes, and 52 seconds left on his stream. Live.
Wow.
And it keeps going up. Cause people keep... I'm unsubscribed right now. So.
I got an Amazon Prime subscription I can go put in.
I'm subscribed to him. That's pretty smart, isn't it? That's a smart...
Yeah.
That's a smart way to like...
I guess he's going to get paid.
That's some good... Yeah, definitely.
To get like to get subscriptions, right? Like, yeah, guys, I'll just stay fucking live for 10 days. I don't care as long as people keep subscribing to me.
Send me all your money, or God's coming to get me right now. He's coming to take my body.
Think about how much money he makes. Let's see about how much money per subscription.
Oh yeah, add that up, man. How much is that? Damn. Let's see. He's got that many people watching, right? But does it say how many subscribers there are? Because I guess everything's going to be different, right? It could be a $3 Amazon or a regular $5 subscription. Hell, some people got different tiers and shit, right?
Yeah. How much money do you make per run?
I mean, we can average it out to $4.
So for every time someone uses their Twitch Prime subscription on your channel, you get 50% of that. So you get $2.49.
It's half. Okay, I thought you only got I thought you got $3. Well, it's close to $3.
I mean, but still, $2.49. You'd say that, say 500,000 people subscribe. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll say 500,000 just for whatever.
Okay.
That means he's made $1,245,000 in the last 3 days, or 7 days, 6 days.
1.2 million.
Gunny,
That's nuts.
I would stay live with my racing car bed and my tidy whities for 7 days if you guys promise you to pay me some $1 million.
And goddamn, you're complaining about sitting in your chair for 3 hours trying to buy a PS5.
Take a vacation and then get it started. and we'll put it out on the Discord. And
for every Twitch Prime sub, for every Twitch sub, I will stay live for another 10 seconds. Yeah, we'll see how long this goes. I could do this too, Gunny. I'll quit my fucking job for $1 million.
Fuck yeah, 1.2 million. I'd do it.
Why not? You know, and say only 100,000 people subscribed, right? Say we're way off, right? Say only 100,000 people subscribed to him in this last week. He still made.
And let's go, but go like closer to $4 because you know it's going to be more.
But well, no,
250,000.
Yeah, he still made $250,000 if only 100,000 people have subscribed to him since he started this.
$250,000. $250,000.
You know, less than a week, or a week, just about a week, right? Started the 14th.
Yeah,
it's about a week. Wow.
Now, was this guy already in a popular Twitch?
Yes.
Okay. Well, see, he's got an advantage.
Yes. He is. Yeah, he's a public streamer. He is sponsored by Slim Jim, Firehouse Subs,
so they're all paying him as well,
and T-Mobile.
Oh yeah, he's really getting paid.
Like just the later half of the month.
Yeah. So he's sponsored by. He has a thing here that says "Meet Me," and it's a Slim Jim. He also has a Firehouse Sub promo code, Ludwig 500 for 500 bonus points on their app. And then he has a simple mobile T-Mobile truly unlimited talk, test, and high-speed data banner on his Twitch channel. And yeah. I'm gonna unfollow him just because he's popular now. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
He doesn't need my follow.
I literally saw him for like a half a second today when I was browsing through the Discover on Twitch. Yeah, it's like, yeah, he was definitely right there at the top in the middle.
Yeah, his so you know he's getting paid. He's probably jerking off right now. I'll be right back, guys.
All you got to do is run. Jesus, you should do that, right? Just make a loop, and you'll make like 3 hours of content.
There you go. Just make a loop, right? Yeah, and be like,
you'll be sleeping. You'll never know.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah, there you go. Right? Just cut it and edit it and throw it all together.
Just fucking keep looping it over and over. You're so right, Gunny. This guy could be lying to everyone right now.
I think you should watch it for more than 4 or 5 hours and let us know.
All right, what they need to do is have multiple cameras set up with multiple streams, so you can check the different cameras and be like, all right, this motherfucker, is he lying? Is he lying to us?
Like in Rainbow Six Siege or whatever, just click, click,
yeah.
Click. Okay, he's in the restroom. All right. Right.
Look, you know what? For $1 million, I would do it. I would put a camera in my bathroom. And you guys can watch me go in the bathroom and take a shit or piss.
Yeah.
Why not, Gunny? I mean, if you're paying me $1 million, might as well.
I mean, it depends on where that camera's angled.
No,
right?
we'll put it right at the door, like angled down, kind of like a jail camera. Like, you know, the guards in the jail watch you take a piss and shit. Just put a camera inside the fucking the thing.
You know, if it's...
Okay, Gunny. Guards in jails do this all day. They watch people take a piss and shit. All right, you can watch people on Twitch take pisses and shit.
And they do it for free.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, as long as you got the camera and I can see the top of your noggin. There we go.
You might see my ass. Yeah.
Get out of here. No, fuck you. Moving on. Next article.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on here.
Do anything for money, wouldn't you?
I mean, if it's $1 million, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sony and RTS, a new venture from Endeavor's esports business, have now acquired a prestigious Evo fighting game tournament through a joint venture esports partnership. The terms of this acquisition were not disclosed due to contractual commitments. Fighting games have been a vital part of PlayStation's legacy, Gunny, and our community since the very beginning, and we've been thrilled to partner with Evo over the last few years. That's what Stephen Roberts, the Vice President of Global Competitive Gaming at Sony Interactive Entertainment, said. He said, this joint acquisition with RTS will mark a new chapter of collaboration with Evo's co-founders, Tom and Tony Cannon, and their passionate community of fighting game fans. So, yeah, I'm assuming that this probably just means that, like, you know, I don't know what this means, actually. They'll just make money off of
I think
it.
it just means a lot of sponsored
A lot of Sony
things,
shit.
right? To the teams and, yeah, a lot of Sony marketing, just like Microsoft did with that other company, which I can't remember who they had partnered with. Actually, they bought them outright, right?
Well, kind of, yeah. Essentially, that even though that Sony owns this now, sort of, it doesn't mean that you'll suddenly be seeing everything being played on PlayStation. You know, some people say that they will still like let Nintendo, you know, be there with their Smash games. So obviously they're pretty popular for the Evo community, you know. So there's that.
I could be wrong, Jesus, but whenever I see things like this, like whether it's Sony or Microsoft or Xbox or any of these companies, it's nothing different than when, you know, you see somebody like, you know, Comcast, AT&T or whatever on the sides of like sporting arenas, right? Where
like
it's them and Wells Fargo Bank, right?
The Comcast fucking dome or whatever the hell, you know.
Yeah, right. Xfinity, stuff like that, which is smart. That's what. You got to get your name out there. Keep marketing.
So we want some more news. Next Gen VR on PS5 and the new controller has been unveiled. So last week we got an announcement, or a few weeks ago we got announcements from Sony saying, hey guys, we are working on a PSVR PS5 version. But now we got to see the controllers. And these look pretty fucking cool, Gunny. They look like, to me, what's those controllers from that one company? Is it the Index or is it the HTC Vive? There's one of them where like you can wrap your fingers around and like it actually detects all your fingers on the PC.
The Oculus 2?
No, is it the Oculus? Maybe.
The Valve Index, right, Jay?
Maybe it's the Index.
I'm not sure. My son has the Oculus 2, and when I was playing with it, it detects your fingers.
All of them?
Yeah. Yeah, it has hand tracking or whatever.
Yeah, maybe it is the Rift 2. Yeah, it looks like the Rift 2. Yeah, maybe it is that one, yeah. But this pretty much...
Yeah, when I first saw them, I was thinking jockstrap or like a a high school wrestling helmet, you know?
Looks pretty cool.
Them wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? They like to grab each
They
other.
released this, because they said they were shipping them out to developers and they don't want them leaked. Same way the reason they told us about the VR. They were sending out dev kits.
It says to the design. The first thing you notice is with our next gen VR controller is the unique design, which will take on an orb shape that allows you to hold the controller naturally. While playing with a high degree of freedom, there are no constraints with how you're moving your hands, providing developers with the ability to create unique gameplay experiences. We also designed the new controller with great ergonomics in mind, so it is well balanced and very comfortable to hold in each of your hands. We applied learnings from testing users with a range of hand sizes, as well as decades of insights from controllers across all of PlayStation's platforms. The result is an iconic design that will change how VR games are played. This will have the following features, Gunny. The new VR controller will enable players to feel and interact with games in a much more visceral way. There are several features, including key features from the DualSense controller, which match our vision for the next-gen VR games. Adaptive triggers. Each VR controller, both the left and the right, will include an adaptive trigger button that adds palpable tension when pressed. Similar to what's found in the DualSense controllers, if you played a PS5 game, you'll be familiar with the tension on the L2 and R2 buttons when you press them, such as when you're drawing your bow to fire an arrow. When you take that kind of mechanic and apply it to VR, the experience is amplified to the next level. Haptic feedbacks. The new controllers will have haptic feedback optimized for its form factor, making every sensation in the game world more impactful, textured, and nuanced. When you are traversing through a rocky desert or trading blows in the melee combat, you will feel the difference, Gunny, magnifying the extraordinary visual and audio experiences that are so central to VR. Finger touch detection. The controller can detect your fingers without pressing in any of the areas where you place your thumb, index, or middle fingers. This enables you to make a more natural gesture with your hands during your gameplay. The VR controller is tracked by the new VR headset through a tracking ring across the bottom of the controllers, and the left controller contains one analog stick, the triangle and square buttons, a grip button, L1, a trigger button, L2, and a create button. The right controller contains one analog stick, the cross and circle buttons, a grip, R1, trigger, R2, and the option button. The grip button can be used to pick up in-game objects as one example. Dun, dun, dun. So anyways, pretty much it looks like they're really going next gen with this shit, so it looks kind of...
Sounds great.
Yeah. You know, I might pick this up.
I was thinking the same thing. I'll sell my other one or get rid of it. Give it to my...
You know what? I'll pick it up because Oculus... How long are they going to support the Rift? That's the question, right? I'll keep my Oculus, but I might pick up a new console VR. Why not, Gunny?
There you go. So that tells me with this article that they're still going full steam with games in the future.
Oh man,
future.
can you imagine like a new like a Spider-Man game in VR or like just the better graphics? I think the last attempt of VR was a good one, you know, with the PS4. I think it was a good, you know, like a good entry for VR. But with the new generation of consoles, man, the hardware.
Yeah, it had that processing box, and this one supposedly is going to connect with one wire. Maybe the PS5 will do all the work, and it'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
America. Fuck yeah. What's going on here? Just some more news, Kenny. Got some news for you. You weren't expecting these news because I just pulled it up.
I know it. I only pulled out several articles here. I knew you had some hidden.
Dino Crisis inspired game Instinction is going to be gruesome, Gunny. All right, Instinction is going to be very gruesome. The dev will explain to you right now how the dinos will feel very alive. So, in this exclusive chat with the studio director, we asked him how much gore players can expect, and we can see dinos eating humans, or will it be a more implied violence, right? Like some oh, the dino ate you, but you didn't see it because it was off camera.
Yeah, right.
All right. Jade Saunders, who is the studio co-founder, said in one word, gruesome. Once we release the reveal trailer, we will apply for an ESRB rating, and it's likely not going to be a child-friendly rating. In the same interview, they asked the studio what their approach was in making the dinosaurs feel alive, and they answered, this comes down to believable movement, textures, and sounds. They have a dismemberment and gore mechanics. If you're planning on kneecapping a dinosaur, you will see it limping, for instance. Some, but not many, are NPC, non-playable characters, which add to the ambience of the game. Yes, you can kill them too, but you can think of the use of them similar to adding birds to a game. Says here, speaking of being alive, what can we expect from the AI? Will packs of raptors react differently in certain situations? And it says here, yes, you can expect a flocking dynamic in the AI. And this can also be said for some of the underwater gameplay with the underwater dinos.
Ooh.
Oh, underwater dinos, Gunny.
Hell yeah. Aquatic dinos, or just what does that mean? Yeah.
Megalodon? Wasn't the Megalodon around the dinosaurs? When was the Megalodon around?
300 BC? I don't remember. I don't know.
When was the Megalodon around, Jay?
Billions of years ago, I would think.
It says here, dinosaurs and megalodons did not coexist. They were separated by 40 million years. How many fucking million years ago were dinosaurs around, Gunny?
Wasn't like 20 million?
I thought it was like 2,000
I'm no
years
paleontologist here, Pally.
ago. Well, how long have we known dinosaurs have been around, Gunny? What if we're wrong, Gunny? What if they were around 4,000 years ago, but like 2,000 years ago, someone just made everything up? Hey, fuck all this history. We're just going to add more numbers to this history, Gunny.
We don't really know how old the Earth is, right?
Do we?
Or do we?
But they date those bones.
But how do they date the bones?
They're
I'm not
experts,
sure.
man. They
Yeah,
just
scientists.
know.
Carbon date.
All right, Gunny. How old do you think Earth is, Gunny? Let's from according to Google. How old do you think Earth is?
I have no idea.
Right.
I don't know, 10 million years old? Who knows?
Gunny says 10 million years old. How old do you think the Earth is, Jay?
Probably 30 to 50.
Million years old?
Yeah.
So sure, the Earth is about 4.5 billion
Damn, that's old.
years
Wow.
old. Add
Wow.
plus or minus 50 million years. So
This
think
planet
about
is
so
ancient.
so think about it, Gunny. It could have been that like 4.5 billion years ago there was humans, right? Right. Think about this, Gunny. Think about this. Right, there was,
Neanderthals?
all right, listen. No. There were humans like us, Gunny. Right? They were chilling talking
Went
about.
extinct.
All right, listen, Jay. Listen. All right, listen. This is my movie. Okay, new movie idea coming up. All right, they're sitting there. They're podcasting about PS6, and they're talking about how they bought it from scalpers, and then the nuclear war happens, Gunny, and the Terminator wars happen, and the racist wars happen, and all these wars of whatever wars you want to call them.
I'm already intrigued.
All right.
Where do I subscribe?
All right, Gunny, but listen, Gunny, the world ends, and the dinosaurs come back. Because dinosaurs, like your cat, has to evolve to survive because he doesn't get food anymore, so he becomes a dinosaur. All right? And then the dinosaurs die off because of a spaceman coming back. Because this society back then, Gunny, was so advanced, they sent people to space to live on space or find whatever in Mars, right?
And the rest of the moon.
All right, right.
We
Listen,
still haven't found no evidence of them.
listen, all right, listen, Jay, listen, all right. This is 4 billion years ago. Shit, gets destroyed. Right, 4 billion years ago, there was people on Mars too. All right, and that's where we came from. We came to Earth from Mars, and then we were on Earth and Mars, and we were sending people back and forth. And then the wars happened, okay, but then the wars also happened on Mars. So then these people escaped Mars and they came back to Earth and they had to crash land into Earth to get back because they're like, there's nowhere to land. We got to crash land, Gunny. So they crash land and that was the comet that killed the dinosaurs. But it wasn't a comet.
Oh.
It was a spaceship. All right?
A huge one.
Yeah,
Huge,
man.
massive spaceship comes down to
Global
Earth.
killer.
But then these people would jump out of the spaceship,
The
Gunny.
reactor blew up. I get it.
Listen, Gunny,
It was
listen, Gunny.
Powering the ship.
These people jump out of the spaceship, right? And they're like, bro, like, we should have brought a scientist with us. No one brought a scientist. They left the scientists back there because the scientists were all the nerds that were the elites, and they got killed, and the people that came back were all the rebels and shit, Gunny, all right? Listen, they're all the rebel hobos, the poor people, the hobo, the rebels, and they stole this spaceship. They came back to Earth, and the only smart guy on the whole ship got killed in the crash.
Uh-oh.
So now you don't know how to work none of this technology. So where do you start, Gunny? With rocks and stones and killing dinosaurs like cavemen. And that's where we come from, Gunny.
Oh, I see. And then not only that, but you're banging rocks together and banging sticks on people's heads, and then you look in the ground, you dig with the stick,
Yeah.
and you find a PS4, and you're like, what the hell is that? Why is there a cockroach coming out of it?
I'm just saying. It is,
It's a cool story. I love it.
you like my
I
story?
just added to it.
I'd make a movie out of this.
I'd watch it.
Me too.
It'd be cool.
That'd be funny though. Like the smartest guy dies, right?
They bring like one smart guy with them, right? Because he's like the
One
leader.
smart guy, right?
He's the leader.
Scientist.
He's the guy that's gonna like make sure all the technology is working on Earth again.
He's got 5 degrees
and he fucking
4 different
dies.
colleges. And,
and he dies.
Nothing in this ship is usable, so now they got to use sticks and rocks.
Exactly. Because where did they crash? They crashed in like the middle of the ocean. So like they gotta like fucking float to the nearest continent, and then they gotta restart society, bro. I'm just
they literally pull out like some of the medical parts, make oars to push themselves from the. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Saying this is a cool story, you guys. This could have happened 4.5 billion years ago. You weren't there, all right? You weren't fucking there. You don't know, all right, Gunny? You don't know this.
Is that a time machine, man? I don't know about.
You don't know what happened 4 billion years ago. All right. Let's watch some more news. I know, Gunny. I know you like Payday.
Payday 2?
I know you like Payday 2. But what about Payday 3?
Paydays too.
Payday 3 has not been confirmed. Starbreeze, the developer of Payday, has now entered a co-publishing agreement with Koch. How do you say that? Koch? Koch Media for the year 2023. A Payday 3 launch. Says so we're excited to announce this exclusive long-term Payday 3 co-publishing deal with Koch Media, who shares our passion for the Payday franchise and the games as a service model. In addition to securing the continued development, this deal secures the global publishing of Payday 3, as well as making efforts through the entire game lifecycle. We now have a strong foundation for a successful launch for Payday 3. That's what the CEO of Starbreeze said. So, yeah. Payday 3 is coming, Gunny.
Nice. I never really played Payday 2. It never piqued my interest. I mean, I know it's
cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's there. Also, other big news. Rainbow Six news, Gunny. Says here, Rainbow Six Parasite PC requirements have now been leaked from a technical test. Says here the preliminary PC requirements for Rainbow Six Parasite, which is a placeholder title for the previously known game as Rainbow Six Quarantine. Apparently they changed the name, Gunny. Do you like Rainbow Six Parasite over Quarantine?
Oh, right. I was reading about this earlier. No, I'm more about Quarantine. Come on. We've all been in quarantine. Keep it what it is.
Maybe that's why they changed it, because they're like, fuck, people have been in quarantine. We can't name a game Quarantine.
Right, after everybody comes out of quarantine.
Yeah,
nobody wants to go back into quarantine.
God damn it, Gunny. This is some reverse psychology shit. This is what psychologists get paid for, to work for these companies.
But isn't that funny how that worked? Like, they were like, get ready to play some Quarantine.
No, they're like,
nobody's, yeah. Nobody's like, fuck that.
Get ready to kill some parasites. Exactly. People are tired of that word, Gunny. You are fucking genius. I don't know.
I'd be the one that dies on that spaceship.
It says here, these are, of course, much higher than those of Rainbow Six Siege, which launched back in 2015. Of course they are. This is fucking 2016. It's 6 years later. But here are the minimum specs, Gunny. For 30 frames per second at 1080p with your presets all at low. All right? So it's only 30 frames at 1080 with everything at low settings. All you need is an AMD Ryzen 3, 1200, or an Intel i5 4460. You only need 8 gigs of RAM. You, of course, need Windows 10. You need 60 gigs of space. And for your graphics card, all you need is a Radeon R9 290X 4GB card or an NVIDIA GTX 960 4GB card, which are pretty old. But yeah. Recommended specs were 60 frames at 1080p with the preset settings on high. All you need is an AMD Ryzen 5 1500X or an Intel i7 4790K with a RAM of 16 gigs. Of course, same storage, 60 and all that bullshit, same OS. For the GPUs, you need an AMD Radeon RX 580 or an NVIDIA 1660 Ti. So, yeah. Says your Rainbow Six Parasite was delayed one time alongside Gods and Monsters. And then they released Immortals Phoenix Rising, and then Watch Dogs Legions, and then whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we don't know when this game will be coming out, Cuddy. We don't know. But,
no, to be determined. Yeah, fucking COVID.
But Bio Jade Adam Granger, the lead game designer, said this brand new 3-player tactical co-op shooter is set several years in the future of Rainbow Six universe. The Rainbow operators will face off against a highly lethal new breed of mutated alien parasite infecting human hosts and their surroundings. Set in 3-player co-op PvE, players can prepare to launch into tense, chaotic, and totally unpredictable missions as they will risk everything within their squad every time they step into quarantine. Assault! Jesus, assault! Woo! Quarantine.
Resident Evil did it. Ubisoft, they can do it. Some of that Rainbow Six style, military style.
You excited for that game there, Jay? You sound very excited here.
I've not played no Rainbow Six.
Oh my God! Why are you doing on this podcast?
I don't play a lot of online games. A few, not a lot.
The Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, I'll say story, but I mean there was story mode to 1 and 2.
The campaign was cool.
There was the team deathmatch style type.
Yeah.
That was cool. I like the way the cameras worked.
I kind of hope that this new game has a campaign, because I really... You know what I think we're missing lately with Tom Clancy games is a good story, like a good campaign. Like I know that, what's that one game you like? I mean, that Ghost Recon Wildlands? I know that had an alright story. You really liked it.
It was okay for a minute. Yeah, it was okay. I don't know. And again, I think a lot of it was just from me dropping off is... I'll kind of relate it to like an Anthem style type thing where, hey, if you guys aren't playing it, right, and nobody's inviting me, and I don't, it's that thing, right?
The problem is with me. The problem with these types of games, Gunny, like for example, the Division 2 and like Ubisoft style of games where they're single player, right, but they're co-op single player, so you can play with your friends single player. The problem with me in these types of games, which I haven't felt with Outriders yet, is every time I play these games, it almost feels like I'm too alone when I'm by myself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like they made this way too difficult for me to do it by myself. Like why is it that when I'm with Brink and with you, we can run to this map in like 2 seconds, but when I'm by myself, I get caught in this fucking corner and I can't escape. I'm like stuck. You know, and I get frustrated and I leave. And like I wish
you're used to somebody having your back and somebody on your flank, and
like I wish that sometimes like these games kind of like involved an AI or something, like a smarter AI to like, you know, make up if you don't play with friends or whatever. Because like even that Avengers game, right? That was it the Avengers from who made that, Gunny? Square Enix?
Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah. Yeah, published by Square Enix, right? They made the Avengers game, right? And now they're saying that in order to save the game, to get more players to buy the game still and to keep playing it, they're trying to patch it to where you can play the single player without ever touching the multiplayer. Like, at all. Like, they're just trying to make, you know? So it's like, why didn't you guys do that in the first place? Why didn't you just make a single player campaign? If you guys would have came out with that in the first place, I probably would have bought that. You probably would have bought that. You know what I mean? Mayo would have probably bought that, you know?
Unfortunately, I did buy that day one purchase, I believe. Yeah, and I made it all the way up to the part where you have to do multiplayer.
Yeah.
I actually watched somebody playing it today, the new PS5 version. I was just watching some on YouTube, and yeah, it looked like the AI does a lot more to help you out.
Yeah.
That's good. I know that I did play with AI, and I think I played with Johnny Don't a couple times. Was it him? Maybe Jonathan Hall? I can't remember. Because I know John, he bought it also on PlayStation. But then, you know, so I have it on both. And Yeah, I mean, it's just not a lot to it, but I know there's been news over the last several months with whatever they're doing to that game to save it.
Yeah, they're adding more. I don't know what. I don't have it either.
Yeah, I haven't. We haven't been posting articles on the little bits that they've been.
But I mean, at this point, does Square Enix decide? Fuck it, we got Outriders coming out in April 1st. Like, we need to focus on this now. Like, what does Square Enix do here? Like, you know what I mean?
They still have somewhat of a plan. I know they're supposed to add Black Panther and Spider-Man's supposed to come, but we'll see if they stick with it.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? We'll see how it goes with. Well, I think it's here as it is, Jesus. I think they're gonna have to see how things go with Outriders, right? Let's look at it with, 4 weeks, right? Let's say a full month on how Outriders goes.
Are people still playing it?
Playing it the first week, right? It's going to be number 1 on Twitch and number 1 on YouTube and all these things, right? But let's see how it looks after 30 days, and I think then they'll decide, like, okay, there's something to this game, and let's kind of, maybe they'll sweep Marvel under the rug. Who knows, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, they might be like, fuck it.
The Outriders demo?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That game is dope. I'm looking forward to playing it on PC.
Yeah, I think I went to level 4 and then I just stopped. But it is a good game. I know that. Yeah. Since it's a day one Game Pass, it's I don't need to buy it. I can just download it. So I'll be playing it as long as everybody else is playing it.
I do have Game Pass, but I only have it for the cloud. Like, I play Game Pass on my Android.
Really? Oh, that's okay. Whoa, Gunny. This changes everything. Whoa! Slow down here, guys. We have found the unicorn, Gunny. We found him.
I did it to try it.
We found the unicorn, Gunny. The guy that doesn't have an Xbox, doesn't have a PC for gaming, is a PlayStation guy. His profile picture right now on Discord is the fucking PlayStation buttons. Right, this motherfucker is a PlayStation guy, right? He's a Sony pony.
No, but I'm not opposed to any game. I play Xbox when I'm with my nephew. Like, I'll play it on the phone. Like, I think you should play.
But you legit have signed up to Game Pass to play on your phone?
Absolutely, I did. I did it because I got the offer. The $1 for the 3 months, and then I've paid the $15 for a couple of months, and been playing on my phone. I have a newer phone, and really, I bought a controller, and there really isn't with my new phone. There really isn't no latency. I'm shocked. Like, it runs really well on my new phone.
This is insane, Gunny.
Nice. You got good internet too. So that's another key thing as well.
I'm talking even over data. I was shocked.
This is insane. I've never met someone who would legit pay for Game Pass just to play on their phone.
It's a small screen, but yeah, if I'm out and about, yeah.
That's cool. I remember
I bought a little attachment for the controller on Amazon that holds the phone and everything. So
nice, sweet. So Jay, recommendation if you want to keep going with that. What I recommend. This is something that I do personally. That I found, because I'm the Xbot, right? I'm going to continue paying for the premium ultimate. I just, whenever those things come on sale through Fry's or, oh, wait, they don't exist anymore. But wherever, you find them, right? The 3-month cards for whatever they are, the 40% off, I'll just buy like 3 of them,
Yeah.
So at least I get 9 months. So then you're only paying $9 a month instead of the 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's for the better value.
I found, I was playing on my nephew's new Series S. I discovered the game Quantum Break. That game was really good. I really, really enjoyed that game. Like, I like that guy that's in the game. He's an actor. Yeah. He was in the original X-Men. He was in a TV series with Kevin Bacon.
A lot of the people in that game were actors, right? Because not even the bad guy was an actor, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I only got maybe like 6 hours into it, but it's a fun game. I like that game. I would get in a Series S. I'm thinking about just to, be able
to have an Xbox.
Pass.
There you go. Like, holy shit, man! But like, honestly to God, Gunny, I would have thought I would have never met someone that doesn't have a play or an Xbox or a PC for gaming that is subscribed to Game Pass.
That it's true, right? It's true. I've seen other media outlets say that, there's going to be.
It's going to come to TVs. They're going to be launching Samsung TVs probably later this year with Game Pass on it, and it's going to get around. They're going to get real popular with that Game Pass.
I know you said it on here. Yeah.
They need the Xbox stick.
So here's this too.
They need what?
The Xbox stick.
Oh, the Fire Stick.
No, the Xbox.
Yes.
Just the Xbox stick. Hey, look. Hey, for $70, guys. Or no, not even. Okay, let's say they do it for. They do it. No, they do it for $80. They do it for $80. Just an even number, 80, because it's a nice even number. For $80. For $80, you get a controller.
Oh, okay.
You get the stick with the controller.
Okay.
All right? And you get a free month of Game Pass. Boom. That right there, dude, is going to sell like hotcakes. If you could just say, look, guys, this is how simple it sets up. You plug this into your HDMI, into your TV, like a Roku stick or whatever. You plug it into your HDMI port. You turn it on. You sync your controller. And Game Pass is there. Game Pass is there.
Long as they can get the latency down.
Holy fuck. Holy shit.
Yep.
Fuck. They need to do that.
I mean, I love my PlayStation. I've played PlayStation my whole life, but as long as it's a good game, like I would have had an Xbox long before now if they'd have been coming out with new first-party games. Like, that's the only reason I really don't have one. I'm probably going to get one this year to get their first-party games that will be coming.
I feel like they're going to be pumping those out here in the next year or two. They're going to definitely, especially with all the studios they've acquired lately with Bethesda and shit.
Yep.
That will happen. But, with all that being said, I'm really shocked that you actually pay for Game Pass and you only play on your phone. Now, is there any way to get your phone to mirror on your TV and then you play?
I tried that with my Google Chromecast, and there's too much latency.
Oh
yeah. See, kind of like how Jay, so you can do that. You can do that stream from console on your iPad, right? But the thing is, I think it's bouncing back too much, and I might get 5 minutes into a game, and I got good Comcast internet, and it just bogs down. And I'm like, what the hell?
Now, if I remote play, like on my PlayStation, I have a Vita. If I remote play on my Vita, that thing works great. Or if I remote play on my PlayStation on my phone, that works great, but it's all going through my Wi-Fi and it's coming straight from the console. When I'm doing the Game Pass from the cloud, I was thinking it was going to have a lot more latency. When it's on data, there's a little more, but when I'm over Wi-Fi, it's shockingly good. With my I just got a new phone recently. My older phone, the latency was horrible, and I was going to give up on it. And then when I got a new phone, I was shocked. I was like, wow, it's a total different ballgame on this new phone. So, yeah, as long as you have a decently new phone with a good processor in it, then it's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, I figured, Jesus, this would be a good opportunity for me to get on my soapbox and give some PlayStation fans some knowledge here.
Oh, wow, okay.
And that is from some of the things that I've seen and from social media and other things and maybe people that listen to the show that are just PlayStation fans or that are concerned about the Bethesda purchase, or Microsoft had purchased Bethesda. And this is something that I wanted to talk about, Jesus, that I haven't heard anybody speak of. And that is, we're hearing a lot of this things about, it's going to be exclusive, or it might be. I mean, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows all the details of what's going to be exclusive or timed exclusive, or how these things are going to work with the Bethesda ZeniMax acquisition, right? So, but I wanted to reiterate, especially for the Sony people out there, and that is that, there is a platform out there, Jesus, that does have all the first-party Microsoft games that it goes to, and that is Steam. They're all on there. Forza, Gears, all the Halos get I mean, those are all pretty much all day one games that come out, right? Because Microsoft's not doing the exclusive thing anymore. The console exclusive, that is. Right? So I think we're always going to see those games. Like, you've got your Rare, and Turn 10 is probably going to do the same exact thing, with the next Forza game. I bet you it's all coming over to Steam day one. So that just tells me that it's going to be the same thing with Bethesda and ZeniMax, that, yeah, I don't think they're just going to be, tied down to the Xbox Game Pass app or just the console. Right? So I think maybe for Sony fans out there that just think like, well, I just have the console and I don't want to own any kind of Xbox thing or whatever, right? You can kind of do what Jay did with the cloud, right? Go try a trial, or hey, get a cheap laptop and get a Steam account and you can play all the Xbox games. Well, not all of them, but anything new coming out.
But you can still get Game Pass with the computer.
Yes, or that's true also, right? So I guess my point is that you have choices, right? You're not just tied down to, I mean, I guess if you only have, a PlayStation 4 or 5 or whatever it is, then yeah, I guess you're kind of limited, but you have a phone, right? You have a phone, you probably have a tablet, might be a laptop laying around. Yeah, I just think there's more choices out there that people just think, oh, it's going to be so closed off, and, I understand. Yes, I know people are listening. Go, it's 7.5 billion. They're keeping it all locked down to their ecosystem. That's not true. All the games are on Steam. Go look. Right? They're there. Nobody talks about it, but they're there. Right? The Gears, the Halos, the Forzas, you name it. State of Decay. Well, that was before they purchased them deal, but they put them all there. There's Halo Infinite will be day one on Steam. Right? It's not just a one-off. All these games are on Steam. They're there. Microsoft just puts them out anywhere now. They don't care.
I think Jesus was shocked. He's like, whoa. You're playing it on your phone?
That's
really?
That's big, because it's big because you are a PlayStation fan and you don't have a console that can, you don't have a console that can benefit really from Game Pass or a PC. So it's like,
it's in your face everywhere, though. Game Pass, and the only way I could try it was that. So I was like, let me just do it.
Well, I mean, they're kind of killing it right now with, you've got EA Play just put out fucking every EA game.
If they would just add it to iOS, people could play it on their iPads.
No kidding, I'd love that. I've only got an iPhone and an iPad. It's pissing me off.
That right there is going to be the tipping point.
Yeah. They're saying that, I mean, it's all about priorities, and I think that's the reason why. I mean, of course, that's the only justified thing that I've ever heard as to why it's not now.
About them striking a deal with Apple. It's all about the money.
Money, dude.
The right number.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? That's the thing, right? How much do we pay you?
But once they get a website figured out, they'll figure out a deal, dude.
Once they get it on Chrome, it's going to have to be a Chrome thing, right? Or Microsoft has to come out and go, hey, fuck it.
It has to be a Safari thing.
The Edge app or something.
Yeah, Safari thing probably.
It has to be a Safari thing. It has to support
Why?
Apple
Why can't it be? What is Microsoft's browser called? Edge or?
It could, but Apple will shut that down. They'll take the Edge app off the store. They would.
Yeah, probably. Probably. They'll come up with some reason to take that off the store. You're right.
They would. They'd be like, fuck you. You guys are violating our terms of service. You guys are bypassing us. We'll just delete your app. And then they're fucked. And they lose that app, that people use for other reasons. But yeah, I think that eventually they'll just strike a deal with them. Like they already said they're working on a way to do it. Like, so they're gonna make a deal. Because like I said, once it hits iOS, that's it. It's done. There's no competition.
And TVs or the game or the like a Roku stick, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You think that?
But once it hits iOS, you could put that on an Apple TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there you go.
At that point, when that happens, do you think that Google will put Stadia in the closet and bury it in the bottom?
No.
In the dark? Or?
I think Stadia is going to be around. I just think Stadia is always going to be like Android, like the hobo version of iOS.
Yeah. So, I mean, with these studios closing, I mean, I know I just kind of shifted gears here, but I mean, is it COVID world and we're just kind of like, and they're just kind of like in neutral right now? And
it's a money world, dude. Companies shut down all the time. And these companies, we're talking Google and Apple, right? Microsoft even. The biggest companies in the world, Gunny.
Yeah, it's true.
As long as something doesn't make money for them, they will.
I don't
shut
think it made
down.
money fast enough.
Yeah,
Right.
Google was like, this is going to be a slow process.
Yeah.
Right, they're gone.
If Xbox stopped making money for Microsoft, if Xbox like legit stopped making money for them, you bet your ass Microsoft would be like, Xbox is done. We're fucking done. We're shutting this shit down. This is fuck your Xbox. We're gonna fire sale the last consoles we have made, and we're done. Shit's done. We're not doing anything with this anymore. Fuck it. Whatever games are on there are the games that you have. That's all you have. Bye.
Yeah.
You know, they would be done so fast. It's just, the thing is, they make money off of the advertisements they put inside your... Like, why do you think when you launch an Xbox, all you see is ads everywhere? Ads. They make so much money off of just those ads that you see on your dashboard. You know? There's money to be made there with those advertisers and the data they collect off of you, dude. Microsoft records your party chats, Gunny. Now, I know they say they don't, but I'm pretty sure they do.
There's probably an algorithm that, as long as you're talking about Slim Jims and...
Yeah. They pick up keywords or something, Like,
yeah.
This guy said Victoria's Secret. Let's advertise some fucking lingerie to him, Whatever the fuck,
I don't know if you guys seen... it was a news story, I think, from like Gaming Intel website or something that was, as of like March, Sony's sold 6 million PS5 units, and Xbox has, between their X and S, like 3.94 million since then.
Wow.
Since the launch of both of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they gotta have that revenue.
And on top of that, but like I said, Microsoft is playing the long game. They know that, okay, but you got Game Pass. And they got people like you, Jay, people that are not on the Xbox ecosystem, and they see that. When you log into Game Pass, and they're like, what is this guy playing on? He doesn't have an Xbox. They could tell what you're playing on, They're like, this motherfucker's not playing on Xbox. He's not playing on PC.
Well, yeah, from his account, right? Yeah.
This guy's playing on a phone. So they got people like you, that are playing on phones and shit. So... it's just a numbers game, Gunny.
It works.
And I don't think Stadia is going away. I think it's going to be like a hobo.
Yeah, I'm just curious what direction they're going in.
A hobo version.
And if they close their 2 studios, which were going to be obviously exclusive.
But I mean, they don't need that. They could just be like, whatever. Just if you want to put your game on a streaming device, you can put it on Stadia. I think that's going to be their goal, like with the developers. They're going to just go to them and be like, if you want to be on Stadia, you can be on Stadia. Whatever, we don't care anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's what they'll have to wait for and see if that's making money, and then they can then go ahead and open up those studios and make some exclusive titles. Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's mystery right now for me as I see it.
Yeah. It says here, you're right about the numbers here. It says that in Europe, 1.73 million PS5 consoles have now been sold, while the Xbox both Series X and S have only 1.05 million consoles units sold. In Japan, 0.34 million for the PS5, while 0.03 million for the Xbox Series X and S. And for the rest of the world, 0.67 million and 0.45 million PS5 and Xbox Series X have been sold. So Xbox is being outsold by PlayStation once again.
Almost by 2 million as of now.
Not a big surprise. But let's move on here to more news, Gunny. I know you're excited about this one. Microsoft has announced that Outriders will be coming to the Xbox Game Pass consoles day one for free. You don't have to buy it, Gunny. It's free.
Awesome.
On your Game Pass.
Or Jay, that means you can play it on your phone.
Yeah. No. I could try.
Hey, I mean, there's another...
I don't know. Is it coming to the cloud?
No, it's not coming to the cloud. It's going to come into the console.
Oh.
It's not coming to...
But it's on...
Yeah,
oh,
not everything is cloud. Some stuff's cloud. PC,
yeah.
I keep forgetting, like, there's a separate cloud thing going on.
Not everything is on PC either. Like, this is not going to be on PC, so I'm going to have to buy it if I want to play it. That's why I should have bought an Xbox. God damn it. Why did I buy a PS5, Gunny?
Buy an S, dude. Go sell your Switch. Go
Think
sell your
about
Switch.
that controller.
Yeah, I should sell my Switch, huh?
I just put a bug in his ear, and he's like, all right.
I will get the S. I will get the S probably
I should sell
near
my
Christmas
Switch.
time.
But yeah, this is, yeah. It says here one person has played 250 hours of the demo in 15 days.
That's crazy. Damn.
That's Brink. It's Brink. Guys, that's Brink. I know that guy.
Yeah. I already maxed out all my characters. When it comes out, I'm not going to play it.
Yeah, I'm never going to. Yeah, that game sucks. I already beat it, bro. Let's move on to some more news, Gunny. This is the last piece of news I have for you. Fans are enraged, Gunny. Fans are enraged at Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick. Because, Gunny, all right, let's talk about Blizzard here. So Blizzard,
It's been quiet lately. What's going on with Diablo? Or
Blizzard
is this not Diablo?
Blizzard laid off. Okay, last year Blizzard laid off 1,000 people, Gunny, over 1,000 people. All right. Then they said they needed to hire 2,000 people to keep up.
What? Liar.
All right. And then they laid off more people, stating that the layoffs that they were having now were for growth opportunities and to stay competitive. But this last week of layoffs is big news here. Despite all these layoffs, okay, it says here Activision Blizzard laid off over 50 employees, and it's possible that up to 190 employees were fired. But guess who's making money though? All right.
Hand over fist.
While some of these people, got a $200 Battle.net gift card as their severance. A nice $200 Battle.net.
What?
Yeah. So people got $200 Battle.net gift cards. Our buddy, Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, is going to get a $200 million bonus this month.
Wow.
Uncalled for.
$100 million bonus, Connie. After taxes, that's what? $100 million?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, Kim, what would you do with $100 million, Connie? You wouldn't work a day in your life.
And Elon Musk would go to
Go to space.
Mars.
Go to Mars with Elon Musk.
It'd only be me left.
Wow. But yeah, people are pissed off at the CEO because, people are mad.
Yeah, I mean, especially during times like these, right? Where employment's really high and, yeah, he's raking in the dough.
This is people on Reddit were talking about how you compare this CEO, Bobby Kotick from Activision, to Nintendo Satoru Iwata, who back in 2013 when Nintendo was facing massive loss of profit because of the Wii U, he took a pay cut so no one would get fired from Nintendo. He took a 50% pay cut from his salary.
Yeah.
So no one would get fired from Nintendo based on that profit loss. So people are saying like how the fuck is this guy CEO of Activision when they just release the same shit every fucking year? They don't really innovate. But I mean,
I think, yeah, and then there was, I don't know much about Jeff Bezos other than he got divorced. He's the CEO president of Amazon, but he's been there since like literally day one, has he not?
Yeah.
I mean, since the beginning when they were nothing and nobody.
He was the founder of it, dude.
Yeah, but now that it's obviously this mega corporation, and he's ready to retire. It's like, all right. I mean, he's made his
He's made his money. I would leave too. I'd be like, fuck it, dude. I got enough money.
Right. When it's hard, man. When it's
Yeah.
You got to go enjoy those. Your yacht on your private island, and
you got to go enjoy being the richest man in the entire world.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a space program too?
Yeah. That what's this called? Yeah, they do. It's called It's not SpaceX. It's like with the version.
Origins?
Yeah, Origin is what it's called.
Blue Origins or something.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a different CEO. That guy Virgin.
That's another guy. Yeah, the Virgin CEO guy. Yeah, that guy also has
airlines and other shit. Yeah.
That's
still around.
Yeah, that guy's still around. They're still doing shit, but I think SpaceX is the one that's been the most successful lately.
Absolutely, absolutely.
With their self-landing rockets and shit, the rockets are like
their Starlink network.
Yeah,
all that shit. But yeah, man, Bobby Kotick, Gunny, set to get a $200 million bonus this month.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then people get their $200 BattleNet card. They can buy Call of Duty Premium Edition, but there's no fucking storage to put it on because they don't have one big enough. How about that, Bobby? Get everybody an SSD, huh?
Oh, shit. Funny. That's all we have for news, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, hopefully we brought you... I feel like we brought people a lot of news this week, honey.
Yeah, I know. The only few articles that I put up on our little document, we added a lot to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of news here. Anyways, let's move on now, Gunny, to whatever you have to say. Hey, Gunny, me and Mayor were talking last week. Is the console corner really needed every week?
What do you say, Jay?
I'm a console guy. I appreciate it. I know what's going on. I keep up with stuff, but Nightprom, I think, likes it too. And then I know there's some more console people out there.
I will admit, like 99% of our listeners are console gamers.
I'm going to become a PC gamer within the next year.
Oh, dude, that PS5 logo, all this PS5 stuff I see is going to disappear. No, that's what you say now. I remember I used to be an Xbox like Gunny. I used to love my Xbox, and then I gave it all up, Gunny.
But that controller and that SSD, it's so fun.
Get all that on
console. Life, guys. This is all console.
Get all that on your PC, man.
Podcast day here.
It'd be nice if the Sony would allow, or they'd have some sort of support for that controller on PC, so you get them haptics and resistance and the triggers.
Yeah, remember I talked about that? Like, that would be cool. Then maybe I'd be able to, let's say I don't get the PS5, but hey, I can get my hands on a controller or something. That'd be cool to experience that.
That would be. Anyways.
But, let's move on to the console quarter, guys. But it's pretty much just mirrored from what was on last week. Your PlayStation Plus games for the month of March are Final Fantasy VII Remake. Go get that, guys. It looks amazing.
I need to check that out on PS5.
But, we don't get the PS5 upgrade with that. If you don't buy it, you don't get the upgrade.
That's so lame.
I know.
That's one thing I love about what Xbox is doing. If you got the game, you get the upgrade. That's I think there's only... I think some of it is up to the publishers, because I know like Call of Duty, right, Gunny? You don't get the upgrade unless you buy the Call of Duty Xbox Series X version, right?
Yes, that's correct.
You have to buy the $70 version or whatever to get the upgrade.
Right, and the Call of Duty one was the most confusing between PlayStation and Xbox. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Okay, I see Bobby needs that $200 million.
PlayStation's giving away some games on PS Plus that got the PS5 upgrade, like Control Ultimate Edition and Maneater got a PS5 upgrade. A few of them, you're right, it's probably the publisher.
Yeah, and remember there was that whole shitstorm between Control and how that was.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then here we go, right? It's coming to PlayStation Plus. I don't know. They couldn't say it at the time, but I think that's why they didn't respond to some of the criticism from that. But your other game for PlayStation Plus for the month of March is Remnant from the Ashes. And Farpoint is your third game. And let's see. Oh, wait, we got 4 games this month?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Maquette, is that how you say that for your PlayStation 5 only?
Yeah.
The puzzle game.
Yeah. There you go. That's for your PlayStation Plus. And over on for Xbox Gold, we've got Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse. This seems pretty lame compared to what you get with PlayStation, I'll tell you that. Right? Warface Breakout. It sounds like, something a 16-year-old would get here. And right, I know, some kind of face fucking disease over here. And Party Royal 3. No, it's Port Royale 3.
Oh my god.
Port Royale, is that like I'm curious if those were like the Calypso games. Is that what those were? That's your lame backwards compatibility game from the Xbox.
Actually, yes. Calypso Media did publish this game.
Okay, I thought it was just like fucking Tropico. Yeah. Over on your Xbox. But here, we save it, guys. Your Xbox Game Pass, I had mentioned it before, but I can't stress it enough. All your Bethesda ZeniMax games in every fucking EA game ever made.
And they got a frame boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all kinds of frame boost. They're just coming out left and right.
I know.
Time I turn with frame boost for.
Yeah, I know that most of them, if not all of them, gonna got a frame boost on both the Series S and X.
Yes.
And plus, on top of that, if you're a Game Pass subscriber on the Xbox, which I don't know why you wouldn't be one. I guess there's people that are probably tight on money, right? That are like, I can't afford to pay Gold and Game Pass. I guess if you're tight on money, but once your Game Pass, your Gold ends, dude, just get that $15 a month Ultimate.
That's where even me, Jesus, as an Xbot, was confused because I was like, wait a minute. I had to ask Ryan Gibson. I'm like, wait, so I got to buy Gold too? He goes, no, you dummy. Mm-mm. You buy Ultimate, it pays for everything.
Yeah, it pays for everything. It'll even cover your PC, Gunny. So, Gunny, if you ever feel like playing on your PC, you can just go on your PC and play, dude. So, that's what's cool about it. And it covers your phone. If you have an Android phone and you want to do the cloud gaming, you could do that on your Android phone. So, it covers all that. And you get access to these awesome games. And they got Outriders coming out on the 1st, dude. That's a win over anything PlayStation puts out next month. Anything. PlayStation could put out anything next month. And having Outriders be a game on Game Pass is a fucking huge win for them.
Looking forward to Returnal next month.
Returnal? What the fuck is that?
Really? Yeah, check that out. That's
and then it was that other game, Jay, that you showed me too. I was watching the YouTube video. Had the first 29 minutes of.
Oh, this looks cool. Yeah,
Biomutant looks pretty cool too. I know that's not coming out.
Yeah, May.
Yeah, in May. But that game looks pretty cool. Check that out too, Jesus. I'll send you a link on that one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that Returnal from Housemarque looks real good.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, I see that now. Okay, yeah, I'm in. I'm sold.
Last piece on Epic, your Epic launcher, your favorite evil Epic launcher. You get the game called The Fall.
What the fuck is The Fall?
The Fall. I don't know. It has a great story. It's a side-scrolling game. Yeah.
The Fall. I typed in The Fall into the Google search, and it gave me a fucking TV show.
I don't think it's something I don't know. It says it's a great story of 2015 or something. I'm like, yeah, Jesus probably already played that day one.
Oh, you know what? I actually have played this game, I think.
I knew it.
I have played this game.
Was it good?
It was all right. I don't think I stuck with it though. No, I don't think I stuck with it. I'm looking at the screenshots of the guy with the flashlight and kind of like a side scroller, It's almost like a Limbo, like everything's dark.
Yeah,
and like,
I was thinking Limbo.
Yeah.
Because you're more of a full size human.
Yeah, you're like a silhouette of a human. Like everything's kind of dark, and you got certain colors popping out. But yeah, I remember with the flashlight and the pistol, or whatever the fuck, he has a gun or something. I think it's a flashlight. I think all he has is a flashlight, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking pistol. What's that game that is it Chair made? I always forget the name of it. Fuck. It was like another side scroller type game. I don't know.
I don't know, honey. I don't know. I don't know.
I always forget the name of it.
Anyway.
But moving on, guys. Let's keep it going here. We're running a little bit late. Over to community questions.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian Tilp, he wants to know if we think that Mayo should change his name to help bring in more Asian listeners. Change his nickname.
No way, we're all inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyone can listen, right?
Absolutely.
No matter. So, as long as you understand what we're saying, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to listen to like a podcast of somebody speaking like Russian because I wouldn't know what the fuck they're saying. I'd be like,
right. Unless there's captions.
What are they saying? What is they say? I love that Spider-Man game on Spider-Man. I love how that dude has that podcast. Like that guy that hates Spider-Man has his own podcast.
Oh, the Jameson.
Yeah, John Jameson or whatever the fuck his name is. Joe Jameson or John Jameson or whatever. Yeah. And then there's the chick that loves Spider-Man doing her own podcast. She's like talking about like how Spider-Man's awesome and shit. It's funny. I love that shit.
Brian's next question he says, how about some spicy sauce? Oh, I think that's what he was referring to as a new gamer tag.
What if the mayo was called the mustard? Do you think we'd like him as much? I don't think I would like him as much.
Nah.
What do you think what do you think if he was called like the relish? I wouldn't like him either. I would feel like, what the fuck? I don't like you, guy. I don't fucking like you at all.
He's doing a cleaner job this weekend. That's why he's not here. Yeah, this weekend he's called the relish.
the ketchup.
When he comes, hey, listen, check it out. When he's up there in Northern Ohio, when he comes and he kicks in that door, right? Hey, they call me the relish in your sandwich belly. See the look of the people like,
what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about, guy? Mayo showing up with this. I mean, Mayo could be scary. That motherfucker's big, I think. I feel like Mayo's a tall, white male. Big, imposing man.
We just can't see it on the camera.
He's fucking probably big, dude. He's probably like 7 feet tall or something.
You know, they have like a pro gym at their apartment complex.
Yeah, you know, he probably has a fucking, I'm a personal trainer, come and wake me up.
He's got a butler, personal trainer.
His butler does it all.
Damn.
His butler is his personal trainer. His butler is all fit and shit.
So jiu-jitsu, karate, taekwondo,
yeah,
you name it. Isn't that Kuroda? I don't know.
Like I told you, man, the fucking zombie apocalypse happened. Mayo has like a fucking zombie defense team that deploys to go rescue just him out of the apartment complex.
Yeah, I heard you guys say, like, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what's one thing that you guys would take? And I think it was usually like, yeah, Mayo would take his butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need nothing else. You just
pull up this stick. It would like elongate to like 6 feet long, right? And just start whacking zombies down left to right. Like,
yeah. Anyways, what's the next question, Gunny?
Speaking of gyms here, Shiloh, Mom's Basement. Check him out on Twitch.
Ooh.
He wants to know how much can you bench press?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I haven't bench pressed in a long time.
I think I've always just gone with this answer since I do lift, 4 days a week, 10 hours a day at work. Probably just my own weight. Whatever I'm at, 200, 205, 210.
Yeah.
No, I've been keeping my weight down because I've been doing that house thing.
No.
Probably 200 pounds. one time, maybe twice. Get a couple repetitions in there.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I can do around maybe like 225. I've loved 5-gallon buckets all day long. So you wouldn't believe the amount of them, how heavy those are, lugging them day in, day out, all day long.
Those big buckets, those huge.
Oh gosh,
paint
the
buckets.
The 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah,
the other day.
The big white buckets.
Yeah, 5 gallons at a time, and you're spraying 100, 150 gallons a day.
Yeah.
White satin. Hey, that's all. I was stuck in house building mode there for a second. I know Jay's like, I know that color. It's color -845 white satin. But that's all we have, guys. That's all we have.
I mean, besides all that, you know, quick shout out to my friends, you know, IAMS. Shout out to my friend Brink. Miss those guys. You know, I don't get to game with them as much as I used to before. I talk to them like every day, though, motherfuckers. Brink is over there talking about how he has to deliver like 1,000 packages. Because I had like a huge snowstorm in the Midwest. Did you see that? Like that huge snowstorm? Yeah, so he was saying that like they had this huge snowstorm, right? So they told everyone to stay home from work with no pay. Like you just stay home from work. And then you go back to work and now you have like all these packages to deliver. Like you need to get these out as fast as possible. And it's like, what the fuck?
Okay. Now they're wanting them to work all the overtime they can, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's kind of shitty for him, but it is what it is. I wouldn't want to do his job. He does delivery driver for a certain big company that has an X in their name. I wouldn't want to work for them. And the shitty part is, he doesn't get say they announce like they're gonna give their employees like a bonus or something or whatever the fuck. He doesn't get that because he works as a contractor for like another company.
Third party contractor.
Yeah, so I'm like, that is.
They operate here in California as well.
That is so shitty, dude.
Yeah. Those guys brought me my PS5.
Yeah. Thank Brink for that shit. Brink is always telling me stories of like shit he does. He goes to the GameStop and he said he'll deliver like these fucking huge boxes, which are obviously like PS5s or something. But then he'll ask the lady like if they got any PS5s and they're like, oh no, we only got 1 or 2 or whatever. Like,
these are spoken for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe you should ask him if he can drive by my house and just kick one out the door.
Accidentally drop one at the back of the truck.
It's like, it came by your apartment complex and this box fell out right here.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
It inside.
But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Mayo. I miss Mayo. Fucking Mayo. Where's he at today, Gunny?
Exterminating. The relish.
He's exterminating.
He's been hard at work trying to get a PS5 too. Send him a message when I get the alerts from PS5 stock alert, and he's tried. He's been in the queues. He's done Walmart, same as you, every 10 minutes.
Wow.
He's been in the PlayStation Direct queues multiple times. He told me he got really, really close one time, but he's been trying.
It sucks, dude. Like I said, I just got tired of dealing with all that. I'm a very impatient fucking person, and I just got tired of all of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not going to deal with this, Gunny.
If I couldn't have pre-ordered mine, I was prepared to pay up to $1,000 to get one.
Damn.
I was prepared. That's what I saved for it. But I was able to pre-order, and then I ordered every accessory that they came out with, too. Nice. So that worked out. But I was prepared to pay $1,000 for it.
Holy
That's how bad I wanted one.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
But anyways, with that being said, where can people find you, Jay? Where can people find you playing PlayStation?
Pretty much PlayStation J11220.
How long have you been listening to the show, Jay?
Couple years, I think, right after Mayo started. Mayo was on, and I went back today and looked back to the podcast, and I think he was on for maybe 4 or 5 episodes, and then when I started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
when I found you.
It's been 2 years, huh?
Yeah. Wow, it's been that long.
Time flies, Gunny, when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Gunny used to be younger, more spry Gunny. Gunny's getting old now.
I drink my energy drinks. I stayed the whole show. Get away, you youngsters.
Where can people find you, Gunny?
Go find me on the old Xbox and Steam and Uplay under gamertag Gunny Chief. Over on PlayStation, HGP _Gunny.
Oh. Well, you can find the Mayo as the Mayo on everything. The Mayo 01 on something else. Was that Twitter? No.
He hasn't been tweeting lately.
He said there was one more that he's almost got that one.
Yeah, I think Steam, he's the Mayo. I think he's the Mayo. I took his gamer tag on Xbox. I locked it up with a secret email. So he can't be the Mayo on Xbox. I'll sell it to you, Mayo. $50. $50 and you can be the Mayo. I locked up the Mayo 01 to the Mayo like 50 different emails. Mayo's gonna have to be the Mayo 51.
Yeah.
XXXXX the Mayo 51.
That sucks.
Anyways, find the Mayo on everything as the Mayo, especially on Steam. He's usually on Discord, though. Join our Discord, ladies and gentlemen. It is easy to join. It's free to join. There is a Discord link in our show notes, so you just link on that and you join our Discord. If you're not on Discord and you're listening to a gaming podcast, then you're doing it wrong. Let's just be real. You're doing it wrong. Right,
Everybody's gone the way of Discord here, people.
I feel like everything's going to be Discord in like the next 5 years. Like PlayStation will be Discord. There won't be like, I mean, I think there will still be like PlayStation parties and Xbox parties. But it's gonna be like everything's Discord at this point. Like, no one cares.
Should be.
Everything's Discord, you know?
Just jump in the Xbox, or jump in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
We'll co-op it. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, why not? Anyways, find me on everything as Jesus Walks Out. I'll be playing on the PS5, some more Miles Morales, and some more other games that I want to check out here. Yeah, I'll be playing some
This
Outriders.
week, It Takes Two comes out.
What the fuck is that?
Same people that made A Way Out.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
a co-op game. Only one person needs to own the game, I assume. Send a request. PS5. Looks really good.
I remember that. Yeah, because they did it the same way with The Way Out or whatever, that only one person needs to own the game or whatever. 2 people can play it.
My girlfriend played that with me. One of the very few games she finished.
Nice. Well, maybe I'll have to check that out sometime this week or something. I don't know. But, anyways, that's on everything, right? PC, Xbox, PS5, everything. Yeah. Anyways, we're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Oh, wait, find me everything as Jesus Walks Out. I'm out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Catch you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye.
Later.
Bye.
the number you have dialed is not in service at this time. We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.